What up with y'all, man? Happy Monday. What up with it? What up? What up? What up? What up? What's good with y'all, man? No, I'm just sitting here trying to get my stuff together, man. You know this show is live. You know it's live. Hope everybody had a blessed Monday. We're going into Tuesday right now. You made it through another day. Man, everybody finally got a chance to get on my YouTube, man, and I see everybody hating on Kendrick Lamar. They hating on him. I think it was a cool show. It could have been better, but I don't know, man. I don't know if Drake was watching or what. I seen somebody leak a little clip where Drake and them was, and they were watching the little Super Bowl show. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what's gonna happen after that though. Kendrick just would not let it go. That's my boy though. I'm from Compton, so I love it. But the song won Grammys. Man, what up, Gabriel? You say Ocho Cinco or Jamar Chase? Of course, I'm gonna go with Ocho. Jamar Chase just starting out, so he'll get there. It's my team though. I'm a Bengals fan, so uh, Ocho Cinco just because of his we know who he is. You know what I'm saying? Jamar Chase, we starting to know who he is. He'll get it though. He a young bull in the NFL, so he got years to really fully develop. You know what I'm saying? So it'll come. Batman X Who laughs. What's going on with it? He said he had one too many people in that car. Who you talking about? What you talking about? I do not know what you talking about. But anyway, man, welcome to the live broadcast. Mr. Zach Reacts. Y'all know I like to do this. Uh, this is fun to me, man. I like to tap in with my people, man. Whoever come in the stream. If I read your comment, man, if I say your name, man, just subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of YouTubers, and I don't consider myself a YouTuber, uh, they just watch the chats and comments and don't even be saying nothing back and none of that. So I'm the type of person, man, I read your comments. It might be late, it might be early, I don't know. But if I read your comment and say your name, man, hit that subscribe button. It's just right there. It's not like it's where you gotta go and cut the light on and none of that. You already see it right there. And I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm a different kind of guy, man. I'm a different dude, different breed. I know how I feel to be on people's lives and you be trying to put them comments. You put everything in caps. You put emojis and all kind of stuff for people to see it, and they just like look over it and you know. But I ain't that type of person, man. But this is a little live. We surfing YouTube, man. Tonight is another Trump, because Trump is in the news. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is irrelevant right now. They tried to bring the little Kendrick Lamar thing, but Kendrick, he did pretty good. He did pretty good. You know what I'm saying? He represented my hometown, Compton. He had the American flag, the dancers, whoever they were, in red, white, and blue. So then they had Samuel L. Jackson. I don't understand why. I don't understand why Samuel L. Jackson was there, but you got people online trying to debunk or say this was a message or whatever it was, a game controller and controlling the mind and all. I ain't trying to hear all that, man. I'm just watching the Super Bowl. Kansas City got their butt whooped. Hope y'all betted for the Eagles because everybody was betting on Kansas City. Vegas was happy as hell. They probably had to pay out 2 or 3 dudes, but other than that, they took in so much money on Kansas City. It's ridiculous. But man, shout out Kansas City. They made it. My team didn't make it. They was better off playing my team. My team would have did something. They could have got a high school team to play them. It would have been a better game. But it is what it is, man. We had to witness a trash game between Mahomes. He couldn't man, they was on him. That's all I can say. Did they ever get past the 50-yard line? I don't know. But if you didn't see the Super Bowl, the end result, the score, it wasn't even close. They just let them score them little points. So it wouldn't be no goose egg, but man. What up with it, D? Trump seems to be doing what people voted for the first president in history to have 70% approval rate. Yeah, man. You see the Democrats, man, they over there ready to do an insurrection. You know what I'm saying? They want to go and smash the White House because you got Doge over there counting them pockets and auditing and seeing what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Everything the Democratic Party try to blame the Republicans for, they doing it. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's crazy. Trump in there doing his thing, though. I'm all for it. D said, I think the NFL is rigged. You know they wasn't going to let Mahomes get no three-peat in 7 years. You know Tom Brady is the golden boy. And then Tom Brady was announcing the game. You think he finna sit there and watch him do three-peat and then he got to announce? No. I don't think it was rigged, but the defense really was on that, was really playing defense. Mahomes couldn't scramble. He couldn't do no-look passes like he on the basketball court. None of that. You had Travis Kelce out there nervous, dropping passes, and like, man. So I don't think it was rigged. I just think the defense really played defense. If it was a script, Philadelphia said, we ain't going by no damn script. And Mahomes looked like everything they rehearsed didn't even go right. Mahomes, every time he grabbed the ball and turned to the left and scrambled back, he was like, what the hell? Yeah, they was on this. They was on him. Yeah. OZ, what's going on, OZ? When will you go back to prison, dog? Your homies are waiting. Boy, you judging a book by its cover and you looking at the wrong damn book. I'm far from prison, brother. Ain't never been to prison, none of that. I I got a whole career out here. I got a whole career out here, man. You want me to tell you what my career is? I'm a federal employee. So, jail, man. And you want to know how old I am? You think I'm really worrying about going to jail? I'm 51, man. I'll be 52 in April. You think I'm going to do something stupid and get 10, 20 years? That's a life sentence for me. So I'm going to give you this one chance. You know what I'm saying? OZ, I'm going to give you one chance. This is it. If you say something else stupid as hell, you going to be in jail. You going to be in my jail. All right? So respect the host. I don't play games. But anyway, like I was saying, yeah, my OZ had me off right now. Like, crazy. Got what I was saying. Thanks, OZ. D say I'm 49, a father of 5. Man, respect, man. Oh yeah, we talking about the NFL being rigged. Thanks, Batman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't. Defense was. They not finna let Patrick Mahomes get no 3-peat. That'd be his 4 in 7 years with a 3-peat. Oh no. Not by the time Brady is commentating. Maybe next year. Other than that, hell no. Jay Book, what's going on, man? Jay Book, he said, "OZ, don't don't project. Remember, you're online in the chat room. You have no room to judge anyone, man. Please don't judge me. I ain't did nothing to you." DJ, what's going on, man? I don't know if you're a female. I don't know if anybody in the chats are females or males. I just like to say the word man. So if you're a female, don't take nothing. Don't get offended. You know what I'm saying? I like to say, you know what I'm saying, and man. Those are my 2 words. Strive for greatness. What's going on, man? He said Showtime Lakers are back, looking like the passing team in basketball after just one game together. Luka making full court passes to Bron just feels surreal. Man, I watched it. It was pretty good, man. He came in there and act like he was happy. You know what I'm saying? He was happy. Luka did his thing. LeBron passed the ball to him. They was sharing. You know what I'm saying? LeBron ain't Kobe. He ain't no ball hog. I respect Kobe. That's one of my favorite players. And I watched Kobe grow up in the league. So I'm older than Kobe. I ain't one of these little dudes who didn't know who he was. Kobe younger than me. But yeah, he ain't no Kobe, but he liked to share the ball, so that's good. Then they got a Connect back. I thought Connect was gone, but he ended up coming back because I guess the dude who they was trading him for wasn't fitting the bill. He didn't pass the physical, so they got rid of that and said, bring him back. Costa Lokim. Costa Lokim say kind of ruined the Lakers. What you mean? Who? What? You think Luka is a bad choice for the Lakers? You see, they've been blowing people up by 20 points the last 3, 4, 5 games. And this was the first game Luka played. I'm glad they got rid of AD. AD was like a glass man. Every time he fall on the ground, he on the ground like checking his arm or elbow or whatever it is. It's always like, man, stop playing. Is you hurt or not? So to me, I think it was a good choice. Dallas fans protesting that trade. D say there will never be goats like Jordan or Bird. I can't respect woke athletes. You think they woke? Damn. Jordan and Bird, they came from the era where they got hit in the mouth, they was bleeding. Well, Bird, Jordan was, you couldn't put your hands on Jordan, but he still was tough though. Yeah, well, you got J Book say LeBron is still the flop king to me. Man, everybody flop. That's how you came to the number one scorer in the league. You got to learn how to get points. Shoot them free throws. You got to have points to win the game. That's what it's about. So whatever your niche is, get it. Just like Dennis Rodman, his niche was rebounding and tough defense. He did it, and he had to do whatever he had to do to win. Nikki Lee, what's going on? Hey, Nikki Lee. Nice to see you in here. Gravity Thief. Jordan, a baby, though. All ego. Charles wasn't wrong. What you mean by that? I don't know what you mean by that, Gravity Thief. Jordan, a baby, though. All ego. Charles wasn't wrong. I don't know what that means. Charles Barkley mad because he ain't win no championship. A person that's a real good player, icon player that don't win no championship, he gonna talk mess. He ain't get a chance to have no confetti fall on his head. Terrence Moss say Luka and LeBron gonna have good chemistry. They are. They look like they did. They wasn't stepping on each other. They was smiling. They was shaking hands. They was on the bench talking. LeBron always wanted to play with Luka. He said that. So I think it's gonna be cool. Once they get to the playoffs, then we gonna see who's gonna be ball hogging. But I rather for Luka to get a lot of shots because he good from everywhere on the floor. From the highlights I seen, I'm surprised they got rid of, made that trade. That's crazy. Luka he has the potential to be able to close a game out. He done done it. He done it several times. So him and LeBron gotta be kicking it with each other after the games. Like let each other know, man. I know you watch me, brother, and you think you know me. But this is what I like to do. Him and Luka gotta have that conversation. And Luka gotta tell Brian, you see me, I like the perimeter. I pop, pick and pop and all that. So if you ain't got the shot, pass it. You know what I'm saying? And then you got Rory. See, y'all done made me start talking about sports. This is about Trump, what he did today. He signed some executive orders. He put massive tariffs on that steel and aluminum and all that. Crazy. This man making the news, man. This is a new day. The Dems is shaking in their boots. They all out there protesting and all kind of stuff. But yeah, man. They got Rory. Rory out there doing his thing too. The Japanese, black Japanese dude for the Lakers. And then you got Austin Reeves. He out there with the headband on now trying to do his thing. Coastal Luke him say, what you think about all that? What? I got a lot of thoughts in my head. I don't know what you're talking about, Costa. Costa, whatever your name is. But anyway, we finna get into this. I did my little sports commentary for the night. Patrick Mahomes, he got it. He wasn't even himself, man. He probably was. He just the script was like was off. He was on him. He couldn't do a damn thing. I was shocked and surprised. The Trump Costa say the Trump stuff, but you answered. Oh, okay. Well, let's get into Trump since you bringing him up. Man, let's see what's going on. Full remarks. Trump signs executive orders in Oval Office. Shout out Fox News, man. They always coming with the heat. They don't be tripping on me reacting. They don't send no paperwork, no nothing. They want this information to get out there. So I'm gonna help them. I'm gonna help Fox News. Everybody else, be hating all the time. They hate on Elon. Yeah, Elon Musk, he doing this. He in people business. He trying to get money for his billionaire friend. These dudes got so much money, it doesn't even matter. Like, what the hell is they tripping on? They got so much money that it don't even matter. Like, what the hell are they tripping on? This man ain't trying to do nothing. The man done put a rocket up in the sky tonight. I got video footage of that while I was on my route today. I looked up in the sky. It was I thought it was a UFO, but it was a rocket. The way the cloud was. I don't know if I can pull it up off my phone so y'all can see it or not, but yeah, it was crazy. Terrence Moss Holmes is capable of putting up basketball numbers. Yeah, he is. Eric Eric McCumbly, what's going on? McCambly, what's up with you? Locatina, what's going on? Hey, man. Whew. Locatina, what's up with you? I hope all is well. Christopher Schrupp say the advancement of AI does matter for you to say that to me is very offensive because I am very knowledgeable in what I do. Wow, I don't know who you're talking to with that though. But anyway. But yeah, Trump signs some executive orders and he put massive tariffs on steel and aluminum manufacturers. We're going to see if this tariff thing work because he is really tariffing people. No more money for USA. Man, tell them, Eric McCann, that these people is Elon Musk and his little minion team, his little minions. That's what the Democrat Party call them. Elon Musk and his minions. Man, Elon Musk and his brilliant team of young scholars and whoever they is, they are really showing what the hell the government been doing and spending their money on it. He audited it, and the Democratic Party is tripping like they talking about it's a threat to democracy and a national crisis. And for what? Because they exposing all the bulls that y'all been spending money on. Everybody already seen what the list was. I can just say one of them, and it's just egregious. 50 million for condoms and contraceptive in Iraq. What the hell that got to do with America? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. 20 million for a Sesame Street show in Iraq. Like, what the hell is they doing? You know what I'm saying? Max Attacks 88 say, by the time we got some receipts on them on their nonsense, man, you know what I'm saying? I pay taxes, man. I work all the time. I have a career job, and it's like, man, where is my tax money going on? We don't even care to, we don't even think about it. Put it that way. We just trying to get what we get, what's left of the check. Taxes is going to, we don't say where our taxes going here. We think they going somewhere good, but damn, just to expose it like that. Just to expose them, and you think, and people out here think Trump is in Elon Musk and the Republicans is on some old F the world stuff. No, it's not. Trump ain't no damn politician. This man is a businessman. He ain't no career politician, so people can't expect him to do politician stuff. This is what this other side think he supposed to do all political stuff. No. Y'all tried to off him. Y'all tried to put him in prison for the rest of his life. This man is working on a whole nother other purpose to really free the Americans. Like we are trapped. And he opening before he go, he's 70 something. Before he go, he gonna be the man to expose everything that's going on in this government. So everything can everything can change, and it can be transparent, and we can see what's what. Because that list of everything that I seen on that list, it had me highly upset, man. It had me highly upset. They sending money to Politico and different places to paint this narrative. Like, I didn't approve of that. It's crazy. All this transformer stuff and 22 million for sex changes and Brazil and all. Like, what the hell is that? What is that? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Max said all that, and it's only one department. You know what I'm saying? That's just one. Now they just uncovered the big scandal is FEMA. Last week sent $59 million to some hotels, top hotels with these migrants in, illegal aliens, whatever you want to call them, in. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, and they wasn't supposed to do that. After Trump says don't send nothing, they did it anyway. Crazy. I heard it was more than 10K. I heard it was 8 something million for political subscriptions or something, or 400,000 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy. And everybody they see the Democratic Party is trying to get people to come onto their side. Oh, he's a racist. Oh, he's this, he's that, and he don't want the people who's different to prosper, and he's cutting out, and he putting two genders and this and that. Like, this is everything that I grew up on. It was always two genders. If you was swinging on the other side of the fence, you kept that on the down low. Like, it wasn't just a real thing to just come out and now y'all just out and kids is looking at that. Like, y'all corrupting the kids' minds with that. Babies don't come out looking at the same gender as, oh, I could love them to be forever with them. No, they don't come out like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't come out like that. And it's corrupting kids' minds. You know, the kids are the future. You know what I'm saying? I got grandkids coming up. I got 4 grandkids that are babies. You know, the oldest one, his birthday finna come up in a couple days. But all this, just putting it out there, like, I'm glad that this last administration didn't win. The Democrats didn't win this time, man. There's gonna be a while before they even able to even win an election, because they all on some, like, they on something crazy. It ain't cool. Sylvia Johnson, what's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? Tim Lawns, what's going on? He said, whatever they do or did is never for you. Exactly. Yeah, it's been a godsend. So, but it's crazy, man. all this stuff is happening for a reason, and it's just gonna expose. It's just gonna expose the left. It's like what y'all mad for? Because this man is going through uh, saving some Americans some money, unnecessary spending. Like that's because they all getting kickbacks, and then there's gonna be something uncovered where a big name it's gonna probably be the big names who coming out and speaking about it, like uh what's his name? That black lady. It was a few. I can't even think of their name right now. But the main people who speaking on it is gonna be the ones who gonna get caught up allegedly in a scandal. Uh, the ones who out there calling these meetings and we gonna rise and we gonna win and we gonna let y'all uh do this and do that. Them be the ones who speaking the most be the ones who's the most corrupt. And it's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment right now. The Democrat looking embarrassed like hell. Like what are y'all protecting? All of them want to protect people that ain't supposed to be here. They got it. They got it twisted for real. I'm gonna hit their ass with a.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
They ass got it twisted. It's just crazy. We come first. American citizens, man, we come first. Just bottom line, man. They say it's a deep swamp. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Sylvia Johnson, Democrats acting like real wild jackals. Man, you know what I'm saying? They all cussing. They they cussing in they little conferences. Their little what you call that? They little protests. They cussing on TV. You got Maxine Waters. She looked like a puppet out here trying to shame people for standing in front of the Department of Education. Like they ain't letting you in. We auditing all this stuff. Auditrons try to say American citizens come first. You sound like a nationalist. Uh, I was born here in America, so I can sound like a nationalist or American citizen. I don't give a damn how you feel about it. I was born here 51 years ago. So I done seen things go from here to down to up to around to this to that. All the way to Patrick Mahomes getting his ass kicked in the damn Super Bowl. Couldn't do nothing. That was supposed to be NFL's golden child. But they wasn't finna let that happen. Especially with the other golden child commentating on the game, Tom Brady. So I done seen all kind of stuff. I can be a nationalist. I don't give a damn. Yeah, what the hell wrong with you, man? You know what I'm saying? Are you paying attention to what this man is actually doing? Chuck Lasser, what that mean? Who you talking about? Terrence Moss say it's gonna be breaking news every week under Trump. Those fires, 3, 4 planes, helicopters. Man, it's a gang of stuff. And all them things that's happening that's traumatic need a new bill. It needs something to go with the executive order to change all this stuff. DJW 1962 say less government, send it back to the states. Man, shit, the states can run it. All I'm waiting for is no tax on overtime. Now, if that happens, I'm gonna be happy because I do a whole lot of overtime in my job, and I'm a federal worker, so I need all that. Somebody salty about deportations, man. I don't. Hey, look, I'm like this. I don't give a damn if you've been over here 50 damn years. and you ain't got your damn papers, you been here 50 years illegally. So when they come get you, it's a crime. You are here, it's illegal. That's what it's called, illegal immigration. You come across the border illegally. I don't give a damn if you're 100 years old. In the eyes of the law, you've been here 100 years illegally. You mean to tell me in 100 years you couldn't make an appointment and try to get some type of paperwork, some real legit? I understand the American dream is good once you start getting it, but hey, days like this can come. You can get a president who's going to enforce the law. Now you stuck in a pickle and don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Yep, kingpin. Paper, you an officer? No, I ain't an officer. I don't give a damn. I don't know if you're talking about me. I'm just saying what's real. Like, that's like me. I could put it on me. If I was here in this country for the time I'm 51, if I've been in this country since I came here, if I came here at 20 years old, I'm 51. If I can't, that's hypothetically. I was born here, so I'm not no illegal, but if I was here for 31 years and this man came in office and they start enforcing the law, I'll be guilty. Yeah, I broke the law, came here illegally. So it is what it is. People get mad and out here protesting and doing all these things. Like, what are you, to me, if you are protesting, if you want to be in us to see that you want to be here in America, I wouldn't, if I was organizing that protest, I would be like, look, don't nobody come out here with no damn Mexican flags. Don't nobody come out here with no Honduran flags or any flags from any other country. We gonna all have American flags since we want America to think that we want to be here. You know what I'm saying? It should be no other flags. It should be, you should be flying the American flag. You're supposed to be proud to be here. This is America. This is not any of them other countries. This is America. So if you want to be here, you act like you want to be here. I know you proud of your country and all that, but if you too damn proud and you out here with your American flags and you your Mexicans or whoever flags and flying in this, then go there. Then go there. You know what I'm saying? Go there. Don't come here. Let me take this off. I'm just talking right now. Let me go back to my big screen because we talking. You know what I'm saying? We talking. You know what I'm saying? True Blue Baron, what's going on with it? Let me see. R RB and 619 say, do blacks protest? Man, you must not be from America. So just do your history. We had civil rights movements and all type of stuff going on way back in the day before these little protests right here. So let me see. Rodolfo. They want things their way and lie in every way. Same story. Kid stuff. What's going on? Say they want things their way and lie in every way. Same story. Man, can't have everything your way. You want to be in this damn country, you going to have to appreciate this thing here, because this is a one lifetime situation for you. If you here and they allow you to be here, man, can't tell me I'm lying, because everybody trying to come to America. You know what I'm saying? What up, Bossalina? I see you. You must not know what you're talking about, R&B. That's what they said. What he said. What the hell he talking about? Kevin Mackin, what's going on, man? He said, nah, dude, you can fly whatever flag you want, practice whatever religion you want, freedom of speech and expression. You don't like, then you leave. Well, uh, you probably you can fly with every flag you want, but don't you burn? Why are you burning the American flag? Once you do that, that's your ass. I don't give a damn. You need to get up out of here. Somebody should have took off on that person who burnt that flag in front of everybody. I'm glad I wasn't out there. Like crazy. Why would you do that? I was about ready to start a protest of uh, follow the law protest. That's what I was gonna start doing. Can't follow the law here. You don't need to be here. Old chum. God bless you, Zach, for shining light through the truth. I appreciate you. Adrian, what up, Mr. Zach? What's going on with it, Adrian? DJW's 1962. I have never seen an American burn another country's flag, but they burn ours. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad burning the Brazil flag. What am I doing that for? Like, I don't hate countries. I don't hate people like that. You know what I'm saying? To be here, be in a whole nother country and start burning that country's flag. Somebody, I was gonna say, somebody should have took off on that person, and everybody just standing around. But everybody standing around was American citizens, because ain't no way in hell wasn't no illegal aliens out there protesting. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no illegal aliens out there protesting, burning that flag. They ain't gonna take that chance. But that just shows me the people who was standing around that is American citizens don't want to be here, because somebody should have told that dude no, something. The hell you talking about? The Blue Baron say burn the flag should get you 100 years. Man, get you 100. Get you. Well, Trump was like it should be a year, but that whole year they should be beating your ass for that whole year. I bet you won't do it again. 100 years is a little too excessive, but a year getting your ass beat. Constant beating every day. And dress your ass up in an American flag prison suit. That'll be enough. Bet you won't do it again. Crazy. People are just so ungrateful. I would never do nothing like that. Blue Room say, okay, 99 years. Okay, 99 years of ass whooping. Man. Yeah, man. It's crazy. But man, y'all got me going. Y'all got me talking. And you know what I'm saying? I get hyped up when I start talking about things that people are doing that I'm watching, and then your money going to places where we ain't even agreeing to it. Your taxes is going wherever this people saying it's supposed to go. Like, man. Mike, what's going on, man? My nephew name is Mike. Rest in peace to my nephew. Max said, I encourage you to Google search the word illegal and check out the examples they use. I'm going to get to that in a little bit, hopefully. Locatina say, welcome everyone. Hit that like button and subscribe. It's easy, man. Everybody, I'm reading all these comments, man. If you just come in here and you say something and I read your comment and acknowledge you, man, hit that subscribe button or the like button, something. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, a lot of people get on other people's lives and you be typing away and they don't never say nothing. Eric Sanchez, all Mexican protests are no sabos. I don't know what that, like Africans that were born here. Well, I ain't no African. I don't give a damn what you say. I'm an American. I wasn't born in Africa. Wherever you was born, that's what you are. So you was born in Mexico, you a damn Mexican. If you was born in El Salvador, you an El Salvadorian. I don't give a damn if you white and you was born, your mama had you out there on vacation. Your ass was born in El Salvador. Your ass is El Salvadorian. I'm an American. So I don't give a damn about none of that. You can talk about Africans all day. I'm quite sure some Africans getting deported. You think I give a damn? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I feel bad for them. They should have got their shit and they should have got their paperwork too. You know what I'm saying? You got your paperwork. I don't get shit. You think I can go to Africa? They gonna look at me crazy. You know what I'm saying? Sylvia John say she's American. Now you was born in America. Your ass is an American. If you're here illegally and born here, you're not American. If you are here, listen to what you saying, Costa Loken. I know you've been chatting, but if you here illegally and born here, you're not American. That don't sound right. Because you already here illegally, how you gonna be born here? You mean that baby? I don't know what you're talking about right there. If you born in America, your ass is an American. Now your parents, they was born in Mexico and then deportation stuff coming. You going that baby that was born here in America gonna have to make a choice. You gonna go with your parents or you gonna stay here in America? Shit. Yeah, the parents, I feel like the parents shouldn't let me see, Max said MFs don't get to come here and doo-doo out a baby and kid and automatically become a citizen anymore. Common sense, go to back to where you came from. Damn. Anthony Israel said, if you born on a plane, well, it depends on where the hell the plane is. If it's in American skies, your ass is an American. Shit, if it was in the North Pole, your ass a North Polian. Shit, what the hell you talking about? Kid stuff. Don't come here 9 months pregnant to have an American baby. Man. Hey. Birthright is not a thing. Parents got to be citizens. Birthrights is not a thing. Well, people be talking about that birthright citizenship. Y'all know what that thing came from? It was for the children of slaves that was here in America. The blacks, the children of slaves, not just anybody. Good night, Sylvia. I'll see you later. Appreciate you for tapping in. Hit that subscribe button if you ain't subscribed. Do your boy a favor. We call his type Sherlock. Who you talking about? Wrong. All right, man. Let's get into this signing of these executive orders and these massive tariffs on steel and aluminum. Steel and aluminum. Let's go, y'all, man. Let's go. What time is it, first of all? Let me see. Okay, we got a little time. I got to get up in the morning. I've been going to the gym, man, early in the morning for the past 3 days. I'm trying to get back into the gym mode. I took a little break. Anyway, man, so let's get to it.
And they're very good.
Trump looked like he'd be scrabbling. And sign his name 1 billion times on stuff.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Second, we have acting designations. We're actually designating Doug Collins to be the acting leader of both the Office of Special Counsel and the Office of Government Ethics.
Sir.
You know Doug, everybody, I think? He was in charge of the fake impeachment hearings, remember, that I won? Very conclusively. Fake charges by the radical left Democrats. Okay.
Next, sir, the Federal Executive Institute is a program that was set up during the Johnson administration to train senior-level government bureaucrats. As you've identified repeatedly in the last few years, the senior levels of our federal government are not adequately serving as stewards of taxpayer dollars, so we're recommending zeroing out that program effectively.
We're actually getting rid of a few programs that are just a waste, just really a waste.
Thank you, sir. Next, we have an executive order relating to the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act. As you've repeatedly identified, the way that this act has been enforced over the years has been devastating to American business opportunities and business competitiveness abroad. We are essentially ordering the Department of Justice to use its prosecutorial discretion in a way to ameliorate the negative effects of the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, to allow Americans to do business abroad, and to allow our foreign partners to do business with Americans without fearing unjust prosecution.
And for those of you that know this, it turned out to be, it sounds good on paper, but in practicality, it's a disaster. It means that if an American goes over to a foreign country and starts doing business over there legally, legitimately, or otherwise, it's almost a guaranteed investigation, indictment, wow. And nobody wants to do business with the Americans because of it. Nobody wants to do business. They say, look, we can deal with China, they can do whatever they want. We can deal with Russia, we can deal with anybody, and we have a normal life. You deal with America, the FBI gets over there. They don't investigate death and murders on the street in New York and Los Angeles. They go over and investigate a business guy trying to do business. So it made it very, very hard from a practical standpoint to make deals. They want to deal with the Americans, but they don't want to be under investigation every time they speak to American, every time an American makes a phone call to somebody in a different country. It's a disaster for this country. And I guess it was a Jimmy Carter concept, and it sounds so good, but it's so bad. It hurts the country. And many, many deals are unable to be made because of it. Nobody wants to do business because they don't want to feel like every time they pick up a phone, they're going to jail. So we'll sign this, and it takes courage to sign it because you only get bad publicity when you sign it. It sounds so nice. The title is so lovely, but it's an absolutely horror show for America. So we're signing it because that's what
Trump.
We have to do to make it good.
Yeah, sign it.
Okay, thank you. It's an important one. It's going to mean a lot more business for America.
Man, give us the business. Give us the business. BR549, what's going on with it? Give us the business.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Next, this is an executive order relating to the use of paper straws. As you've consistently identified, nobody really...
Paper straws. Man, look. I'm glad they changing them damn paper straws. I was used to get them things, man. You had to hurry up and drink your drink before the paper straws start getting all soft and like, what is the hell wrong with these people with paper straws? Man, sign the plastic straws back in action, Trump. Man.
Likes paper straws.
#1 trending. Can you believe it? A paper straw was #1 trending for 3 days or something.
The environmental impact of plastic straws versus paper straws is entirely unclear. This has cost both the government and private industry an absolute ton of money and left consumers all over the country wildly dissatisfied with their straws. So we're asking aspects of the federal government, federal departments and agencies to look at their existing procurement processes, and we're asking your Domestic Policy Council to look holistically at this issue to address it, and it really is something that affects ordinary Americans in their everyday lives.
We're going back to plastic straws. These things don't work. I've had them many times, and on occasion they break, they explode. If something's hot, they don't last very long, like a matter of minutes, sometimes a matter of seconds. It's a ridiculous situation. So we're going back to plastic straws. I think it's okay.
It's crazy. That's crazy. You got to sign something to change the narrative on utensils to drink with. Like, you got to sign a law, a bill, and then like an executive order. Forget them damn paper straws. We going back to plastic straws. Man, crazy. No more paper cups, plastic cups.
And I don't think that plastic's going to affect a shark very much as they're munching their way through the ocean. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Next, we have a full and unconditional pardon for former Governor Rod Blagojevich of the state of Illinois.
Good. It's my honor to do it.
Timma, what about egg price? Why everybody keep on tripping on some stupid ass eggs? Eggs can go up to $10. People don't still buy them. It don't matter. Everybody don't eat eggs. Like over here in America, we don't eat eggs every day. That ain't part of a meal every day, unless you eat breakfast, bacon and egg sandwiches or whatever, but don't give a damn about no damn eggs. Damn, everybody always talk about that eggs. The price of eggs. Start talking about the gas, then that's something. We don't need no damn eggs. What are you talking right here, man? To fix egg prices, buy chickens. Man, Canada just cave in tariff tax. Next Detroit auto jobs for Black Americans and all Americans. Canada just cave in tariff tax. Next Detroit auto. Man. Canada can't survive without us. Milk, $12 a gallon. Wow. Okay, well, shit, I don't even drink milk like that, so I ain't worried about it. My youngest son, he drink almond milk, so he ain't worried about no damn cow milk. You know what I'm saying?
I've watched him. He was set up by a lot of bad people, some of the same people that I had to deal with. He wasn't quite as successful, but he had somebody that saw what was going on. I didn't know him other than I believe he was on The Apprentice for a little while. He was just a very nice person. He had a fantastic wife. She fought like hell to get him out. He was given a sentence of like 18 years. And it was a sort of a terrible injustice. They just were after him. They go after a lot of people. These are bad people, the other side. So I think he's just a very fine person. And this shouldn't have happened, and it shouldn't have happened to him. And let him have a normal life and let him go out and do what he has to do. So I'm signing this as a full pardon. Rod Blagojevich.
Mr. President, are you considering him for ambassador to Serbia?
No, but I would. I mean, he's now cleaner than anybody in this room. He got a pardon. He's cleaner than anybody in the room. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Next, in 2018, you imposed ad valorem duties, tariffs on imports of steel at a 25% rate. Since that time, a large number of exclusions and exceptions to that tariff rule have been implemented. Because of the damage to the United States steel industry that those exceptions and exclusions have imposed, we're now, this order would reimpose that 25% ad valorem tariff rate on imports of steel, and it's presented for your signature now.
Okay. Do you understand what that means?
What do you mean, Trump?
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. This is the beginning of making America rich again. Mr. Secretary, do you have anything to say? As you know, Howard is Secretary of Commerce, doing a fantastic job. And what do you have to say about it?
So when you imposed the tariffs the first time,
Right.
you added 120,000 jobs. And since that time, it's been picked away and nicked away and excluded away, and we've lost 107,000 jobs. And remember, these aren't just general jobs. These are steel workers in America, and now you're going to bring them back. You're going to bring those 120,000 jobs back to America. You are the president who's standing up for the American steel worker, and I am just tremendously impressed and delighted to stand next to you.
Y'all hear that? That's going to be an extra 120,000 jobs. So anybody watching this live stream and you an American citizen, you young and you looking for a job, go into the steel. I don't know how you get in there. I don't know, but that's 120,000 jobs. Sound like careers. Processing steel or whatever it is they're talking about. Talking about ain't no jobs. So this is your opportunity right here. 120,000, that's a lot of people. A lot of young men. I'm quite sure some women can do it too. They gonna allow y'all as long as you qualify for it. It's called merit-based system. Ain't no DEI and all this weird stuff. If you qualify, you should be able to get the job no matter the color of your skin or the content of your character.
Mr. President,
So let me just make a statement, and essentially this is another way of saying we're doing a 25% tariff on steel and aluminum. So the failed American trade policies have led our once incredible United States steel and aluminum industries, once incredible, not now, but they're not bad. I saved them because of my first term, totally saved them. If I didn't do what I did, I put massive tariffs, not the highest level, but pretty massive tariffs. We took in a lot of money and we took in a lot of jobs, but we were being pummeled by both friend and foe alike. Our nation requires steel and aluminum to be made in America, not in foreign lands. We need to create, in order to protect our country's future, a resurgence of U.S. manufacturing and production, the likes of which has not been seen for many decades. It's time for our great industries to come back to America. I want them back to America. This is the first of many, and you know what I mean by that. We're going to be doing others on other subjects, topics. Protecting our steel and aluminum industries is a must, and today I'm simplifying our tariffs on steel and aluminum so that everyone can understand exactly what it means. It's 25% without exceptions or exemptions, and that's all countries, no matter where it comes from.
25% without exceptions or exemption. It don't matter what the hell country you come from. It's 25% tariffs.
All countries. If made in the United States, however, United States of America, there is no tariff, it's zero. So if it's made in the United States, there is no tariff. All you have to do is make it in the United States. We don't need it from another country.
Jobs, see, that's jobs. We don't have to. See, this is what people don't get. He said, if you make the product in America, we ain't tariffing your ass. Now, if you want to stay and you got a lot of money and you know we need it and you're gonna get that tariff. You know what I'm saying? So that's the catch. Make it in America. That's gonna cause us to be able to have American jobs. People gonna be American citizens are gonna be able to create that product. So that's how he bringing jobs here. If you don't want to get tariff, everybody want their business in America. If you making your shit somewhere else out the country, you're gonna get that tariff, you're gonna get that tax. Bring it to America. Then you ain't gonna be taxed. So people keep talking about wait till the tariffs come. It's gonna raise prices. These companies are gonna start making stuff over here. They don't want to be on America's bad side. So people can keep talking about tariffs is gonna raise this and do that. Hey, you can keep thinking that if you want to.
As an example, Canada, if we make it in the United States, we don't need it to be made in Canada. We'll have the jobs. That's why Canada should be our 51st state. We'll bring back industries and we'll bring back our jobs and we'll make America industry great again. So essentially, we're putting on a 25% tariff without exception on all aluminum and all steel. And it's going to mean a lot of business.
What up, hero? I see you in here. Here you go.
Businesses are going to be opening in the United States. Now, we're going to be meeting over the next 4-week period, maybe on a weekly basis, and maybe we'll do a couple of them.
Exactly. Anything was going on. He said, I don't care how much taxes a company will pay. We need manufacturers to employ Americans again. They gonna bring them out here. They gonna bring them out here. The manufacturers and the companies. They coming out here.
At different times and maybe together, but we'll be talking about other subjects like cars. We'll be talking about drugs and pharmaceuticals. We'll be discussing chips, and we're going to be doing some other things in addition to that, all which will bring in a lot of jobs into our country. Cars is going to be a very big one and a very important one, and America is going to be stronger than it ever was before. Okay? So are you finished with everything, I think?
We have aluminum still to sign
Okay,
here,
let's
sir.
go.
So with respect to aluminum, similarly to steel, since 2018, a large number of exceptions and exemptions have been added into the law. This eliminates all of those and also increases the ad valorem tariff rate from 10 to 25%.
10 to 25% on aluminum.
Mostly the last part is the most important, right, would you say?
Totally.
So basically, this is aluminum, the same thing, no exceptions, no nothing. And it's going to bring our aluminum business back and may go higher. I mean, frankly, it may go higher. And we're going to also be talking about we're going to be talking about things over the next 3 weeks that I think will be amazing for our country, amazing for our jobs, and will bring us to a new level of prosperity. And I think, frankly, our allies and our enemies all over the world expected this. They really expected it for years. They really expected it sometime during the Biden administration, but they didn't do anything. As you know, I put tariffs on China. We took in hundreds of billions of dollars with those tariffs. And
I was just about to say something about that. White mogul said cans and scrap are going to be back in demand. I was just about to say, I'm like, man, aluminum they gonna up the price when you recycle aluminum. You gonna get more money. What? That's for those who collect cans and all that stuff. So, hey, if the prices go up, man, I might start collecting some damn cans. You know what I'm saying? Extra 100, 200 ain't gonna hurt. It's money. It's something that you ain't really working. You just saving. You know what I'm saying? We'll see, though. We'll see.
Biden wasn't able to get him out. He tried to, but it was too much money. He couldn't do it. And we're going to be doing a very concise and, very, it's going to be good. And I don't think if done properly, and we're going to try and do that, we don't want it to hurt other countries, but they've been taking advantage of us for years and years and years, and they've charged us tariffs. Most of them have charged us, almost everyone, I would say, almost without exception.
Definitely.
They've charged us, and we haven't charged them, and it's time to be reciprocal. So you'll be hearing that word a lot, reciprocal. If they charge us, we charge them. If they're at 25, we're at 25. If they're at 10, we're at 10, and if they're much higher than 25, that's what we are too. So
Make it even.
that's having to do with everything. That's not just steel and aluminum, but we'll be discussing that over the next couple of weeks. But we will be looking at chips, and we will be looking at cars, and we're going to be looking at pharmaceuticals, and there'll be a couple of other things also in addition. That'll be
Mr. President,
Yes.
Mr. President, U.S. steelworkers have said that they support this move. But what would you say to American consumers who are worried that prices
that they do support this move.
U.S. steelmakers?
I love the steel makers. That's
But,
good.
well, what do you
Of
say
course
to
they,
American-
because they want to save their businesses. U.S. Steel will now be a very valuable company. Anybody that makes steel is going to be great. Anybody that works in big steel is going to be very happy.
What do you say to consumers who are worried about prices, sir?
Oh, I don't think you're going to. No, you're going to ultimately have a price reduction because they're going to make their steel here. There's not going to be any tariff. These foreign companies will move to the United States, will make their steel and aluminum in the United States. Ultimately, it'll be cheaper, but we'll also have jobs, many, many more jobs.
See, he know, man. Look, everybody always been trying to say Trump don't know what he's talking about. When Joe Biden, let me go back. When Joe Biden was president and Trump, when they had their little debate when that was happening back then, I'm talking about when Joe Biden won 2020, whatever it was. He said if Joe Biden and them get into this office, gas prices is gonna skyrocket. A lot of things is gonna skyrocket. And when he lost, what happened? Gas was going up to $7 a gallon, $6 a gallon. Like everything that the man was saying came to fruition. Use that word, fruition. Came true. A lot of the things Trump is doing when he put them tariffs and threatened those tariffs on Canada and Mexico. First Mexico and Canada was like, man, we gonna retaliate, and guess what they did? They bent the damn knee, sending them members back, those gang members back to Guatemala and all these places. Guess what? They bent the knee. So the country ain't never really been ran like a business. He over here having auditors go through all these different departments and figuring out where all the waste is to cut those different programs and spending over just bullshit. That's gonna have America with a lot of money. Then he ain't even really threatening these countries with tariffs. He just saying this is what it's gonna be. If your ass don't want to follow in line, then you're gonna hit with these tariffs. If not, you don't want to be subject to tariffs. Send a lot of your manufacturers to America. They're gonna probably sneak one out, in their country where they make it, but if you are a manufacturer and you a big business, you come bring your stuff to America, you would not get these tariffs. That's going to allow for Americans to build those products made in America. So the man know what he doing. People always doubting him. He said he ain't going to jail. He ain't finna do nothing. Look where he at right now. He spoke it into existence. Look where he at, signing executive orders. You know what I'm saying? He said his retribution is gonna be success. So he only been here 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a month. I don't know how long, but a month, going on a month, and all these different changes is happening. It's crazy.
In terms of tariffs on cars and chips.
Well, we're looking at numbers, and we'll be coming up with a number, but
BR549 say businessman better than a politician. You damn right. We don't want no damn politician. Politician is gonna keep on politicking and lining his pockets with kickbacks and don't want us to know what's going on. Your tax money is going where we think it's supposed to be going, but it's going to all these crazy things, getting kickbacks from these different countries. They out here funding the damn terrorist groups and shit in Iraq, and I'm like, what the hell are y'all doing? Hamas is getting some of the money. Like, y'all want to gaslight us about all this stuff, and you got this man right here who people hated, I don't understand why people are still hating him when he's being transparent. Like, he got Elon Musk telling us where this damn money is going. I want to know where my tax dollars is going. I don't know about y'all. Shit.
We make some of the finest cars in the world, and some companies prohibit us from selling those cars in their countries, but they sell us cars. They send cars to us, and we don't do that. We charge nothing or 2.5%, and they'll be charging 100%. They'll be charging much more than that if you look at some of them. So I think those days are over, but we'll be announcing on other things such as cars.
Yeah, cars. American cars ain't out there in what do you say, in Europe or something where you ain't seeing no Ford F-150s riding out there, but we got all these European luxury European cars out here. The hell going on? Is it crazy?
We got some other things we'll be doing, but the biggest thing is reciprocal. We want tariffs to be fair. If they charge us, we charge them.
Charge us, charge it. That's business 101. They charge us, we charge them. Why we got to keep on just paying and don't charge these people nothing? So they can keep spreading DEI and transformer rights in all these different countries? Hell no. Hell no. They trying to make that just the biggest thing in the world. Hell no. All that shit is wrong. Excuse my language, it's wrong. They charge us, we charge them. Everybody want to be in America. Everybody want to do business with America. America was asleep at the wheel when you had these other people running it. You got Trump here. He like, hell no, this man like to make money. So in his 4-year term, he about to make the country a gang of money. Gang of money that's going to eliminate us from paying income tax. I don't want my income taxed. I work hard for my money, so why I gotta work so hard and then give half of my money away to an entity that I don't even know where my money going? Now he didn't expose where a lot of our money is going, to a bunch of nothing. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of nothing. Let me put somebody in timeout real quick. I'm gonna give you that amount of time. All right. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know where my money going. We being taxed like crazy. We can't tax them back. Fair game, man. That's what it is. Businessman right here. Anybody, look, this is a good opportunity to learn. Like, if anybody wants to know what's in the mind of Donald Trump and how he became successful, I'm quite sure everybody gonna say, well, he bankrupt this man. Okay, you got to bankrupt. You got to learn your lesson. You fail and you try again till you get it right. But we having a one-on-one learning experience on how to run a business. But this dude is running a country as a business. Sometimes you got to be hardcore with it. You just got to make those tough decisions, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We about to see what's going on with these tariffs. If you don't build your stuff in America, your ass is paying 25% tariffs. That's it. You want to tariff us, we going to tariff you back. You match up, we going to match you. Whatever. Ain't nobody going to be making nothing. We going to see who going to last, though. If the country charging us 25, we charge them 25, but we ain't been charging them 25 for decades, and then we finally say we finna charge y'all back what y'all charging us, reciprocal, we going to see who going to last the longest. And I don't think that other country is going to outlast America. We got the world currency right now, so they ain't going to last. Y'all got to do the math. Do the math and stop thinking that just because he putting tariffs on people that it's going to be bad for us. Of course, countries are going to try to stand up to it, but eventually they're going to be like, you know what, we finna move a company out there, because they ain't going to be able to kick it. They ain't going to be able to to last with what we got going on. I don't give a damn what you say.
Doing reciprocal over the next, I would say 2 days, don't you think? 2 days, yeah, maybe.
Mr. President,
Let me say it like this for the young people. America got the bag. Obviously, because we sending billions of dollars to these other countries protecting their goddamn borders and ain't worried about ours. We got the bag. Now we got somebody in office that know how to have a bag and not being like, so you know how it is when a person get money and they don't know how to act. Donald Trump been getting money. He know how to act with it. He got billions and trillions up under his fingertips that he can just pay for stuff, whatever it is. But the man is a businessman. This is what he been doing all his life. He don't know nothing else. Of course, he in politics, but he don't know nothing else. But being a businessman, let the man run the damn business. Sometimes all these Democrats is mad because of this and that. Sometimes you got to fire people. You got to fire people. Especially the people who ain't doing no good for the business. All corrupt. Get the corruption up out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of American citizens who really want the American dream, but we can't get it because all the money and different bullshit going on, it's going to keep us under. So let this man do it. Some people, it ain't like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you got to understand. Like, you got to open your eyes and be like, look, give this man a chance. We gave Joe Biden a chance, Obama a chance, Clinton a chance, Bush, everybody, get this man a chance. He's not a politician. You know what I'm saying? He's not a politician. Get a man a chance. Point blank, period.
the Australian Prime Minister has said that you are considering an exemption
Can't keep doing the same thing and over again. Ain't that the definition of insanity?
from Australia on steel. Is that correct? And why?
I just spoke to him, very fine man, and he has a surplus. I mean, we have a surplus with Australia, one of the few. And the reason is they buy a lot of airplanes. They are rather far away and they need lots of airplanes. And we actually have a surplus. It's one of the only countries which we do. And I told him that that's something that we will give great consideration to.
And would you consider one for the UK as well?
Well, we have a huge deficit with the UK. Big difference.
You don't have a deficit with Argentina. Is that country also going to be?
We have a little deficit with Argentina.
Two Stone, watch it happen though. Watch it happen. You watch it.
Almost with every.
If you're an American citizen, the fat that's being cut, if you ain't qualified in that fat, I think you need to go and get qualified so you can go pick up that job that he about to cut these people up out of. If you qualified to do it, go get it.
Country, but Australia, because of the airplanes, they buy a lot of airplanes. There's a little bit of a surplus.
Mr. President, if other countries retaliate,
I don't mind.
What is your plan for example, farmers? Last term, you...
Well, the farmers are going to be helped greatly. Yeah, the farmers are going to be helped greatly because they're not going to be dumping everything into our country. This will be a great bill for farmers. And in terms of retaliation, if they retaliate, it's, as I said, it's reciprocal. So if they raise it a little bit, then we raise it automatically. So I don't think it helps for them to retaliate. But also remember this, they can't really retaliate because we're the piggy bank. We're the piggy.
You heard what he said? You can't really retaliate because we the piggy bank. We the bag. He telling you right now, we the bag. You can retaliate if you want to, but it ain't going to last because we the bag. You know what I'm saying? We are the bag.
Piggy bank. But if we don't do this, we won't be the piggy bank for long. We won't be much of a country.
Mr. President, you see that report, sir, that Hamas was going to stop releasing Israeli hostages, and what was your reaction?
I think it's terrible. Look, I looked at the hostages that came in, and they're emaciated. It looked like something out of the 1930s. It's an absolute disgrace.
Shout out Paul South, man. MAGA back in business, man. I don't know why everybody be like, they say MAGA this, MAGA Republican that, like, this is just demon. I know it's make America great. I want to make America great. I am an American citizen. I was born here. So why wouldn't I want to live in a great country? Regardless of whatever my people been through or your people been through, whatever it is, I was born here. We gonna make America great. I'm all for not paying taxes.
Disgrace. And I think they saw the way the world viewed it, and they're looking for a reason not to send more because they're all, you take a
Clerker K9 say Trump actually stupid. You ain't the bag. No, Trump ain't the bag. The United States is the bag, dummy. The hell you talking about? We ain't talking about Trump. I'm talking about America is the bag.
look at that. It looked like it was a concentration camp, which essentially it was. It looks like they came out of the Holocaust. And what a sad thing. One of them was a young man, good-looking guy, a little bit heavier than perhaps he could have been, and now he looks like he's not even recognizable. Not even recognizable.
Is this a ceasefire deal at risk of falling apart?
Look, I can tell you that those people have been badly hurt, both mentally and physically. I'm talking about the young women that came out also previously. And I think
Tim Dross, what you say? How the F do you think he's looking out for you, my God? First of all, I ain't your God. Second of all, I have a career. So I don't need him. I don't need nothing from Trump. Trump ain't the one who gonna help me. It's the laws that's being passed and the different things that are happening. I'm not looking at Trump as my savior. He not. My savior is Jesus Christ. So me living in America, everybody want to come to the land of milk and honey. I'm here with a career, been in my career for the longest. Different laws and different things that's passed here is helping me. I'm not looking for him to help me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for him. I got God on my side, so I don't give a damn what he do. Only thing I care about is my kids here and my grandkids here, and if things is gonna change for my kids to be able to be prosperous and live through life without a bunch of struggle, I want my kids to go through some type of struggling. That's what build character. That's what make you strong. But I'm not asking him to do anything for me. I'm doing it for myself and God. You know what I'm saying? I pray. So I'm not looking for him to do anything for me. He ain't my damn God.
I think one of the reasons they're doing this is because they're probably sending the best. What you see is probably the best because they want to send people that.
You said what my career is? I'm a mail carrier. I work for the United States Postal Service. I'm a mail carrier. Working on 15 years right now. And before that, I was in construction for 20 years. So I ain't one of these people that's out here begging for handouts or none of that stuff. I don't beg for handouts. I get out here and get what I need to do. And I raised 3 girls by myself. You know what I'm saying? God bless their mom, but, you know, at the point, the mom wasn't ready. You know, she had her little problems. So it is what it is. But I was here as a man to raise 3 girls, and they all grown now. But I don't ask for nothing. I do what I need to do. I was bred that way, so it's all good.
That look at least healthy. And that's not healthy. These people have been badly hurt. They've been interviewed by.
Or they can shut down the mail all they want to. I got hustle in me, so it don't matter to me. No Diddy. Let's go.
Our representatives, they've been interviewed by Israeli representatives, and they're really hurting. They are really hurting mentally and physically. And I think Hamas is looking at that and saying, well, it's not going to get much better than that because they probably send out their best as a representative, and they've got more to send out, and they probably feel that they can't do that because it's not going to make them look very good.
Is the ceasefire over, Mr. President?
Delay that, sir.
Tell them, Paul. Must be Democrats in here. They eating on them damn tampons from Timmy's, them tampon burgers from Timmy Burgers.
The ceasefire then be off.
Well, I would say this, and I'm going to let that because that's Israel's decision, but as far as I'm concerned, if all of the hostages aren't returned by Saturday at 12 o'clock, I think it's an appropriate time. I would say cancel it and all bets are off and let hell break out. I'd say they ought to be returned by 12 o'clock on Saturday, and if they're not
you hear what he said? Them hostages better be returned back at 12 o'clock by Saturday. So he talking about this Saturday coming up. If not, all hell gonna break loose. Can't be scared. Damn it, if it was Joe Biden, his ass wouldn't give a damn. He'd still keep on sending money to the people who doing the terrorism acts. That means y'all prepare yourself.
Return all of them, not in drips and drabs, not 2 and 1 and 3 and 4 and 2. Saturday at 12 o'clock.
Garrett,
And after that, I would say
your ass.
all hell is going to break out. And I don't think they're going to do it. I think a lot of them are dead. I think a lot of the hostages are dead. I think it's a great human tragedy what's happened, how people can be that mean to do. I mean, the one guy was laughing when a hostage he thought his family was alive, found out the family was dead, and his captor, so to speak, started laughing because he thought it was so funny. You know, this is a different group of people. No, I would say Saturday at 12, we want them all back. I'm speaking for myself. Israel can override it. But from myself, Saturday at 12 o'clock, and if they're not here, all hell is going to break out.
Mr. President, in an interview this weekend, you said that
Hold on.
His family was alive, found out the family was dead, and his captor, so to speak, started laughing.
He said that Saturday at 12, I want them all back, and if they ain't back, you know, Israel can talk for themselves, but I'm talking right now. If they ain't all back on Saturday, all hell gonna break loose. That is bottom line. We gonna see Saturday. You know, Trump make promises, he keep them. So we finna see what's gonna happen this Saturday. All hell about to break loose.
Because he thought it was so funny. You know, this is a different group of people. No, I would say Saturday at 12, we want them all back. I'm speaking for myself. Israel can override it. But from myself, Saturday at 12 o'clock, and if they're not here, all hell is going to break out.
So that means if Israel don't stop it, he said, you know, Israel can override it. But if Israel don't say nothing by Saturday, he giving Israel a chance to say, man, you moving too fast, Trump. Hey, let's negotiate. If they don't say nothing, that's their ass over there.
Mr. President, in an interview this weekend, you said that Palestinians would not be guaranteed the right to return to Gaza if the U.S. were to develop it. What did you mean by that? And
we've spoken to a lot of Palestinians. They would love to leave Gaza if they could find a place to be. And I've spoken to various leaders of various countries in the not so, distant area from where we're talking about, the Gaza Strip. And I think they were very positive about providing land. What we need is land. And if we could build a nice place for people to live safely, everybody in Gaza would do it. They've been persecuted. They've been spit on. They've been treated like trash.
Yeah.
and they would love to get out of Gaza. But until now, they never had an alternative. Now they have an alternative. And as far as Hamas is concerned, you're seeing the real Hamas now with the hostages.
What if it
Yeah.
doesn't mean?
On Gaza, you have
Who are you, from where?
the Wall Street Journal, sir.
Yeah, that's what I
The Jordanian leader is coming in to see you.
Yeah.
Folks in Jordan have expressed
Tomorrow.
opposition to taking in more Gazans, more Palestinians. How do you going to convince him to do otherwise?
I think he'll take. I mean, I do think he'll take, and I think other countries will take also. They have good hearts. I think they'll take.
But what about the Palestinians who just won't leave? Our team has spoken to many in
They're
Gaza.
all going to leave when they have a place that's a better alternative. When they have a nice place that's safe, they're all going to leave.
Yeah,
It's a hellhole right now.
It's a hellhole.
How are you so sure? Would the U.S. force them to leave?
You're going to see that they're all going to want to leave.
Mr. President, when it comes to Saturday at noon, are you, there's an American hostage who's still being held by Hamas right now? Are you worried about
Look, you know, who knows? Are they alive? Are they not alive? But I saw the condition. When I saw the condition of the last ones that came out, and the women too, everybody. The one woman had her hand blown off because she was trying to stop a bullet being fired at her, okay? What kind of a situation is that? You saw her. I just think it's time to either you release everybody. They're not going to be alive right now, based on what I saw over the last 2 days. They're not going to be alive for long. Saturday at 12 o'clock, and after that, it's going to be a different ballgame.
Mr. President, when you say all hell is
Tell
going
them
to break
Saturday
loose, are
at
you
12
speaking,
o'clock, high noon.
about retaliation?
Saturday, high noon. If they don't release, it's going to be a different ball game. They think what's going on right now, they think the Israel war, they think is bad now. 12 o'clock at noon, America about to get into it. So we got to, if we get into it, you know, we got to realize that we had an open border for a long time. So, you know, some terrorists then got in here. So if America attacked, this is just allegedly. Now we got to be careful where we at. You know what I'm saying? Out here in America now, you can't be in no crowded areas and all of that, all them different things. You know what I'm saying? So if America attacked, all hell break loose over there. It's going to be something break loose over here a little bit. You know what I'm saying? A few places that I recognize that I might not be going if America do attack, because I can look at the people that work at those different places, the stores and stuff, these cigarette shops and all these people, in like these 7-Elevens, and I don't be knowing who the hell them people is, but they don't look like, let me shut up before I get in trouble, but y'all got to be careful too, so. Yeah, you got enemies from within, so, but look. You know what I'm saying? Look, we got to be careful out here. Saturday at noon, y'all better be looking at where y'all at, all right?
From,
You'll find out, and they'll find out too. Hamas will find out what I mean.
Mr. President, with their
They're going to find out what I mean. These are sick people, and they'll find out what I mean Saturday at 12 o'clock.
But no involvement
How about
from
the
the U.S.
Palestinians from the West Bank? Are they going to be relocated too? What's your
Well,
position
right
on the
now,
West
no.
Bank?
Right now, they're there, and I assume they want to remain there. It's different. They're there. It's never been like what we're talking about with the Gaza Strip.
So they're going to continue there? You have
No, I had no plans there.
Mr. President, regarding the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, Democrats, including Elizabeth Warren, have said that by freezing it, it's giving big banks and giant corporations the green light to scam families. Your response?
Pocahontas, the fake.
Darren says Australia is the best country in the world. Okay. I got a cousin that stay out in Australia. He been out there for years, man. But, you know, he ain't ever said it's the best. He always trying to come back to America. But anyway, that's how you feel. I respect that.
The faker. You know, that was set up to destroy people. She used that as her little personal agency to go around and destroy people. And she's a fake. just like she said she was an Indian, and she wasn't an Indian. You have more Indian blood in you than she has. She went to college based on the fact that she was an Indian. She got jobs based on the fact that she was an Indian. She's a fake. That was set up to destroy some very good people, and it worked. I mean, it worked. A lot of great people. I'll tell you, before I ever heard the term, people would come up to me in the Midwest and areas that say, "Sir, I'm being destroyed by them." They use that to destroy people. She's a nasty woman. She's a really nasty woman, despite her phony beer commercial. We did the right thing. That was a very important thing to get rid of.
Can you confirm?
And it was also a waste. I mean, number one, it was a bad group of people running it, but it was also a waste. If you looked at when she really ran it, wow, that was a vicious group of people. They really destroyed a lot of people.
And you can confirm it's your goal is to have it totally eliminated, the
I would
agency?
say, yeah, because we're trying to get rid of waste, fraud, and abuse.
Get rid of it.
What's next?
And didn't I hear that somebody made like $38 million or something running a little agency? What was her name? What was her name? And what did she do? And what was that all about? All the money that she made? Does anybody know? Okay. Yeah, Brian, go ahead.
Good to see you. The latest CBS poll has your approval ratings at an all-time high, despite all these controversial subjects and executive orders that you're doing. I want to get your thoughts on that, how you've really connected to mainstream America.
Yeah, I have high approval ratings because I'm using common
Appreciate you, Darren. Appreciate the sub.
sense, whether it's getting men out of women's sports.
Get them out of there.
I mean, have you seen what goes on with the boxers and with the weightlifters and with the swimmers and everything? It's so ridiculous.
Crazy. Ridiculous.
I think it's a 90% issue. And, the amazing thing, the Democrats are still fighting for it. It's crazy. It's crazy. I think we should go to Congress also, have that cemented and, make it indelible. But it's, to me, it's all common sense. Who wants an open border where prisons are dumped into our country, where prisoners are led into our country, many of whom are murderers. Many of whom murdered far more than one person. And they're now roaming our country.
It's crazy.
Who wants that? I mean, it's terrible. Steve, I'd like you to say a couple of words about it.
Yes, well, as you know, Mr. President, since you issued your day one executive orders, border crossings are down approximately 95%. You talk to agents on the line. In their entire careers, they've never seen crossing days as low as what they're experiencing right now. The cartels, in fact, are enormously frustrated because they've never seen a clampdown like this before in American history. There are people who were working at Border Patrol back when it was INS in the 80s and 90s. They've never seen a day like this. That's because you've mobilized the 10th Mounted Division, the Marines, the entire U.S. military. They're erecting physical miles of barrier, temporary and ultimately permanent, every single day. You have all of your border agents pushed to the front line. They're not doing the humanitarian processing, quote unquote, that Biden was doing. They're doing law enforcement and national security. They're interdicting weapons and drugs. They're interdicting violent, high-threat criminals. And the U.S. military is repatriating illegal immigrants at a pace and a skill that has never occurred before in American history. And those who are committing human trafficking and child trafficking are being prosecuted for felony offenses, and they'll be doing hard time in jail. There's never been a lockdown like what you have implemented through your orders and vision since you took the oath of office.
What's your thoughts on Doge? Wednesday at 10 a.m. they're having their first subcommittee focus on the fraud.
Valerie Vargo said he's doing everything he promised. And why we elected him. He doing everything. I don't know why people so surprised about everything that he doing. He need to do it because you don't know, man. I pray for his protection, man. He need to do his whole term and change some things, man, because people they wanna take him out. You know what I'm saying? They hating this. They hating all the he's exposing everything. You know what I'm saying? Man is exposing everything. So this is if you guys are living in this time and seeing, and if you're old enough to understand what's going on, this don't never happen. It's always been a bunch of bureaucracy. That word bureaucracy, I ain't heard that word so many damn times forever. Bureaucracy, whatever it is. It's a lot going on. And we actually seeing the waste, fraud, and abuse and you got the other side tripping, trying to get rid of Elon and taking him to court, and he ain't supposed to be doing. He worked for the government. He's a special employee that Donald Trump appointed his ass to do that. And I see why Vivek dropped out. He was like, you know what, I'm gonna get scrutinized. He trying to run for office in some other places or whatever, but Elon not. That's why he built his little Doge team, and they going in exposing all of this. Crazy. I'm glad to be living in this time, man.
Yeah, before I discuss that, I just want to add to what Steve said. And we want people to come into our country, but we want them to come in legally. They have to go through a process. And we have to know that they haven't killed 9 people, or they haven't killed, like in one case, five people. And they're out on the loose, and we're all looking for that particular individual. This was all led in by Biden and the group of stupid.
Can't get tired of winning, Paul. Now, come on, now we got to win forever.
People,
stupid,
bad people and stupid people. Some are bad, some are stupid, some are both. But I'll tell you what they've done to this country. But we're cleaning it up.
Yeah, clean it up.
And hard to believe I can say it. It'll be better than ever before. But we have a lot of bad people we have to get at. We're searching out for a lot of them. I think Tom Holman and Christie are doing an unbelievable job. Christie, no. They're doing an unbelievable job and taking out massive numbers of people. And you notice every country is accepting those people back. Remember, everyone said, oh, they'll never accept them. They're all taking them back. They have to. They're all taking them back. Every single country is taking them back. I don't know if they want them or not. I don't imagine they do, but they're taking them back.
They're going back.
Are you going to talk to Zelensky this week?
President, back on Gaza, you talked with Fox News about the billions of dollars we pay for Jordan and Egypt every year. Would you withhold aid to these countries if they don't agree to take in the Palestinians?
Yeah, maybe. Sure. Why not? I mean, if they don't agree, I would conceivably withhold aid. Yeah.
What it is?
Are you going to talk to President Netanyahu about the Saturday deadline?
Sure. I mean, it's just my deadline, but they may change it. But I think it's. I've seen too many people come out. They look like.
Appreciate you, Derek. Appreciate that sub, man. Y'all sub to the channel, man. If I read y'all comment, man, acknowledge y'all, man. Acknowledge me with a little subscription. All you gotta do is tap the button real quick, man. That's all it take. Just that's all it take. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their opinions, and don't hold me for mine. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you for yours. We can all discuss and talk about it like grown human beings from all parts of the globe. All right. Let's do it, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all hit that like button, man. Double tap the screen. Do what y'all got to do, man. Get your boy an algorithm. I appreciate y'all. Let's go.
Holocaust victims from many years ago. I've never seen anything like it. I didn't think this could happen in this world today. You know, we think we have a civilized world. It's not civil. These are bad people we're dealing with. So that would be my suggestion. And he can open it up or not open it up, but that would be my. Do you have anything to say about that? Your commerce, but you have a lot to say from the standpoint of your faith and your religion. Go ahead.
So it's amazing that 4 years of nothing, and then you come in and you immediately start to move the needle. You have hostages coming out. You send Steve Witkoff, who's done an amazing job for you. You're changing the Middle East. Right. You're supporting your ally, Israel. And I, for one, can't be more impressed with the outcomes that you have driven. And choosing this Saturday to save people's lives or just be done with it seems like just the right choice.
But I think it's time to come up with a date. What are we going to do? Keep every week 2 people, 3 people? No.
It's time to come with a date. What are we going to do? 2, 3 people? No. Saturday at noon. Everybody better be released. If not, it's going to be hell to pay. So Saturday is coming up. So y'all just keep your head on the swivel, man. Protect yourself at all times, because once something happens over there, man, look, I ain't saying it's going to be retaliations or anything like that, but y'all just got to be careful. We done already went through a terror attack in Louisiana when that man ran over all them people. Rest in peace to them people. But you know, and then the dude tried to blow up the Trump Towers with the Tesla, and he blew up himself. So y'all got to be careful out here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to live. That's why I'm listening and play this type of stuff. And if you on this channel, you're going to see things that I'm going to see and I'm going to point it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to be careful. He's putting a date on this. Like, they've been trying to get these hostages back for ever since Joe Biden them was in the October 7th thing happened. Rest in peace of them people. Now, Joe Biden didn't do nothing. He want to take the credit like, okay, we got this ceasefire. No, you didn't do it. When they found out Trump was about to win, they started changing. So they've been releasing a few of these hostages, but Trump like, hell no, I'm tired of the 2 people, 3 people. Look, Saturday, by noon, high noon Saturday, it's like a Western movie. High noon Saturday, y'all better release all them damn people. I done said what I was going to do. Y'all started releasing a little bit, but look, I'm tired of that. Saturday by noon, y'all better it better be a line of people standing out there with them Hamas soldiers. Y'all can stand out there with y'all straps or whatever, but it better be, everybody better be released. If not, Jazz. No Diddy.
I don't think you can do that anymore. These are very seriously endangered people. These are endangered people. I don't think they're going to last very long.
He trying to get to the next phase of his presidency. He said, bringing these people home. I'm trying to move to the next phase. First 100 days, 100 nights. Trump is going off.
Mr. President, you know, the people that came out yesterday, they wouldn't last very long.
Were you ruling out any U.S. involvement in whatever happens after this deadline?
We'll see what happens. We'll just see what happens.
Will you talk with Zelensky this week, sir?
Yeah, probably.
By telephone, what's your message?
He wants to make a deal. Let's see. We'll see. We're dealing with him, and I think they both want to make a deal, but we'll have to see. It's got to be done.
What is Zelensky?
Would have never happened if I were president. This would never have happened. Millions of people are dead.
What will Zelensky have to give up, if anything?
We'll talk about that later. Because
your reaction to a judge today continuing a pause on the buyout program for federal workers?
Well, I don't know how you can lose a case like that. We're talking about people, you know, everybody. I got elected on making government better, more efficient, and smaller. And that's what we're doing. And I think it was a very generous buyout, actually. Also, if people don't show up to work, we have a right to fire them. And they have an option. They can show up to work or not. If they don't want to show up to work, then let them work. Because then the next step is, have you worked before? Have you worked during this time that you're supposed to be working? You'll find many of those people, in my opinion, have had other jobs. Even though they're collecting money from the federal government, many have had, in my opinion, other jobs. And if they did, that's a big problem.
If the buyouts are blocked in court, will you instead pursue layoffs in federal departments?
I don't know how they can do this. Is free will. This is a buyout where people, you know, they were offered a good deal. Many people have taken that, as you know. But, you know, many of those people, and we talk about reporting to work, right? I happen to be a believer that you have to go to work. I don't think you can work from a home. I don't know. It's like there's a whole big, you can work from home. Nobody's going to work from home. They're going to be going out, they're going to play tennis, they're going to play golf, they're going to do a lot of things. They're not working. It's a rare person that's going to work. You might work 10% of the time, maybe 20%. I don't think you're going to work a lot more than that.
Hell no, you at home working? I know some people who work from home. I ain't going to put them on blast, but they be hanging out more than me. And I work. I go to work every day. It's like, damn, y'all ain't working? But they working. Time to get your ass and hurry up and get your ass back to work and clock in. If not, you don't want to clock in, take this buyout, your 8-month severance pay, and resign. Whatever. But you got to come to work, man. You got people out here really working, punching the clock, coming in here, getting their bread. You know what I'm saying?
And I think they have an obligation to work, and they have an obligation not.
Jimmy Davis, what's going on with it?
To have a second
Jeremy Davis, my bad.
Job when they're supposed to be working for the federal government. You're going to find that a lot of these people had second jobs instead of working for. They'll be collecting a federal government check and they'll be working 2 jobs.
Man.
And that's that's big trouble for them.
You've said a lot past Congress.
You've said a lot about South Africa in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's hosting the G20 summit this year. Are you planning to attend this, or are you skipping it and telling your cabinet to not?
Well, we'll see what happens, but the South African situation is very, very dangerous and very bad for a lot of people. There's tremendously bad things going on, including the confiscation of property, and worse, much worse than that. You know what I'm talking about. And we're not making any payment until we find out what's going on in South Africa. Yes,
What's next for
General Kellogg going?
He said, we ain't making no payments till we find out what's going on in South Africa. See, everybody want money from the United States. Trump coming in and saying, you know what the hell we paying for this for? It ain't benefiting the American citizen. You know what I'm saying? Get him in line, man. Let's go.
To Ukraine this week, sir, soon.
Yeah, it is. Keith Kellogg, General Kellogg is an excellent guy, and he's spending time doing various things. We have numerous people working on numerous different problems. You know, when I left office, wasn't long ago, a little more than 4 years ago, we had no wars, we didn't have problems. Now we got the whole world is blowing up, but we'll put out the fires.
You've been talking to Vladimir Putin.
Put out the fires. Unlike Gavin Newsom, can't put out no damn fires.
Trying to set up a meeting with him?
Well, I can't tell you what I'm talking about, but we are talking as a group also. I think he'd like to make a deal, but it takes two to tango.
So, I mean, you can't give us any more clarity on whether you personally have spoken to him.
I don't want to talk about it. No, I don't want to talk about it. It's not going to help you to know, but we would like to get a deal done if possible, only because, in my case, save lives. You know, we're much further away. Remember, we have an ocean separating. They don't. Europe should be paying what we're paying. And Europe has done it more in the form of a loan than with us. We just give it. You know, Biden gives it because he's not a smart individual, not a very smart individual. We have people over there today who are making a deal that as we give money, we get minerals and we get oil and we get all sorts of things, because why are we doing this? And all this money, we're in for maybe 350 billion and Europe's in for 100 billion. And Europe's in really as a form of a loan.
Damn, Europe is a loan, form of a loan, 100 billion. We paying 300 billion. They just throwing around these B's, these billions and trillions like it ain't nothing. This is big money talk. You know what I'm saying? Big money talk.
In theory, they get that money back. In theory, they get interest on their money. It's a whole different ballgame. And Biden is the one that started doing this. Every time Zelensky came here, he walked away with $60 to $100 billion. I think he's one of the greatest salesmen who have ever lived, by the way.
Can you discuss your intentions with the Kennedy Center, which you're now board chair of?
So we took over the Kennedy Center. We didn't like what they were showing and various other things. And I had a lot of the board members already, as you know, and we have some that will be replaced. But we have, I guess, a whole new group of people going in. I have Rick Grinnell, who's got some experience in that world. He's very good. Going to be handling it on a temporary basis. I think he'll do a great job, but we're going to get some great professionals. I'm going to be chairman of it, and we're going to make sure that it's good and it's not going to be woke.
Yeah,
There's no more woke in this country.
Ain't no woke.
This woke has cost us a fortune and cost us our reputation, but the reputation's coming back very, very rapidly. Thank you very much, everybody.
You damn right. You hear what he say. Woke has caused us our reputation, man. We up out of that woke situation. Man, out of the woke situation.
Like a no huddle off.
You know what I'm saying? We not woke. We are aware. It's a aware thing going on right now. Got to be aware out here. Like I said earlier, man, Saturday, he already threatened, he already said, look, he said it was going to be hell to pay. When he first got into office, he gave these people a chance. They want to release 2 hostages, 3 hostages, and try to keep negotiating. Trump was just plain and simple, just said, I'm tired of the 2 and 3 hostages being released. You got till Saturday. Israel can change it, but if Israel don't say nothing by Saturday, man, them hostages better be lined up out there and free. If not, it's gonna be hell to pay. And he ain't playing. Promises made, promises kept. Y'all feel me? But man, look, we finna get into this other one, man. This is Trump talks Elon. His vision for Gaza. Tremendous momentum. So this is a Brett Baer interview. So I don't know if this is the full interview or what, but we on Trump tonight, man. No Diddy. All right. Let's get to it, man. Hope I don't get no copyrights, but it is what it is, man. We finna do what we need to do. BR 549. I'll see you later, man. Appreciate you for tapping in. Tapping in. Let's go.
You know, it seems the first days of this administration are like a no-huddle offense. You know, plays going down the field, one after another. There's a long list of things you've already got done in 3 weeks. Big border policy changes, ICE crackdowns on criminals, taking biological men out of women and girls sports, big energy policy changes. So what's different with you and your administration? The difference between the 45th president and the 47th president?
Well, with the 45th, I had tremendous opposition. I won. I did a great job. I never ran before, and I won the presidency. But I didn't know people, and I didn't have the kind of support that I needed. I put people in office, some really great ones.
Appreciate you, Valerie. I appreciate you for tapping in. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. I appreciate that. Come back in. All right, let's keep going.
But I had some that I wouldn't have put. I would have.
What up, Locatina? I see you.
If, you know, known better if it were a couple of years later, or if I had a little more experience in D.C. I was a New York person, not a D.C. person. And I had a lot of opposition. I just noticed, I looked on the stage for the recent inauguration, and I'm looking, it's like a who's who of Washington. Well, if you look on the stage for the first one, it was just the opposite. There weren't a lot of people that were Washington people. And I had some great people, but I had some people that I wouldn't have put there. And I had opposition that I don't have now, this great unity. Even many of the enemies are already, you know, whether they gave up and they just said, look, we're going with this guy. But I have great support in the business community, in the political community. You take a look at the Senate right now, it's like it's been phenomenal. You take a look at the House, we have our leadership in both is fantastic. We really have we have a tremendous momentum, and it's great for the country. And all over the world, they're talking about it. There's like a light shining all over the world. So many people have said that, not just here, all over the world.
So some of your plays have raised some questions and had some pushbacks. 19 states' attorneys general filed a lawsuit, and early Saturday, a judge agreed with them to restrict Elon Musk and his team, government efficiency team and DOJ, from accessing Treasury Department payment and data systems. They said there was a risk of irreparable harm. What do you make of that? And does that slow you down on what you want to do?
No, I disagree with it 100%. I think it's crazy. And we have to solve the efficiency problem. We have to solve the fraud, waste, abuse, all of the things that have gone in the government. You take a look at the USAID, the kind of fraud in there,
and you
where
found
the money's
significant
going.
things.
Well, we're talking about hundreds of millions of.
Joe Craig said being black in America, it sucks. No, it don't. You know why? You know why it doesn't? I'm not even gonna tell you why it don't. You must not be black in America. That's the only thing I can say. Trendsetters around here. So anyway, let's keep going.
Dollars of money that's going to places where it shouldn't be going, where if I read a list, you'd say this is ridiculous, and you've read the same lists, and there are many that you haven't even seen. It's crazy. We're talking about hundreds of millions, even billions of dollars.
Hundreds
it's just
of millions
a fraud.
and billions.
It's a big scam.
Blue Kisses, what's going on with it? I see you.
Now, there's some good money, and we can do that through any one of a number. I think I'd rather give it to Marco Rubio over at the State Department. Let him take care of the few good ones. But I mean, usually when you have a list like that, you'll have a couple of like bad ones and all good ones. Here we have
Tell him, Monica.
a couple of good ones and all bad ones. Just hundreds of horrible places that they're giving this money. So I don't know if it's kickbacks or what's going on, but the people, look, I ran on this, and the people want me to find it. And I've had a great help with Elon Musk, who's been terrific. He comes in with 100 of very smart people. You know, it started off with 12, then it went to 15, then it went to 25, then it went to 50, and everybody wants to join. And I guess you have to have an IQ of about 175 at least to do it. They're a smart group of people. They don't dress as well as you or maybe me, but they are smart. And they go in there and they talk to people, and the people get all tongue-tied because they have no idea. You know, nobody thought this would be caught. And
so you'll fight this in court, but how does it work with Elon day to day? Does he come in and say, this is what I'm working on? Does he say, here's what we're doing?
First of all, he's a great guy. He was never really a supporter or not a supporter. He was a, you know, sort of semi-neutral kind of a guy, not a political person, very smart, a brilliant person.
Talking about Elon now.
And which I like. I'm a big believer in IQ points. I mean, it's a good thing. And I've gotten to know him a little bit over the last couple of years. During the campaign, he liked what I said. He went to Pennsylvania. He actually campaigned right after the rocket ship went up, where he caught it coming down, which nobody saw before. He then took off. He went to Pennsylvania. He actually campaigned for me and did a very good job.
Joel Gardner say Musk is riddled with conflicts of interest. Explain yourself, Joel.
In Pennsylvania by a lot. I won everything by a lot. But Elon, I'd say go in here, because USAID, I heard very bad things about for years. I mean, you did too. I mean, I'm sure you did too. It's a scam. It's a fraud, a lot of it, most of it. But it's a fraud. Look at the jobs that they produce for people. I'm not even going to mention their name. It's too big a show to mention their name. It's almost unfair. But the whole thing is a giant fraud. And I think judges will have to do the right thing, really. Otherwise, you're going to have a whole big problem with the country. Now,
bottom line, you say you trust him.
Trust Elon? Oh, he's not gaining anything. In fact, I wonder how he can devote the time to it. He's so into it. But I told him do that. Then I'm going to tell him very soon, like maybe in 24 hours, to go.
Hold on. Tim Droz trying to pull out some, like, I guess he's saying Trump racist, because what you said, remember, Tim Droz say, remember when this a-hole noted Byron Donaldson in the crowd and said, there he is, he's one of the good ones. What do y'all think he meant? I say the same thing when I'm around people. They go, one of the good homies right there. Does that mean that I'm racist or something because I'm picking out the good ones? Y'all act like Donald Trump can't even be a human being. Like, damn, he one of the good ones. Shit, you got bad white boys out here that you got bad Asians, but if you got a good Asian right there, go the good one right there. Like, what's wrong with that? I don't understand. You must be young, man. I don't understand. He a good person. They're gonna one of the good people right there. That's a good person right there. That's how I take it. Good Lord. Everybody just wanna just keep on, like, because he say it a certain way that it's supposed to be taken a certain way. Come on, man. It's crazy. Monica, I'm laughing. It's just crazy. Like, people just take it like Byron Donaldson he a black that dude young. He done made it to he's successful in life. He one of the good ones. What's wrong with saying that? Like, damn, you wanted him to say they're gonna one of them good niggas right there. No, he didn't say that. He one of the good ones. He made it. He Byron Down, I don't know where he came from. He probably came from the mud and built himself, went to college and everything. Now he up into the same rankings up in there to be able for Trump to see him, to notice that he one of the good ones. That's what I wanted a person to say about me. They go, Mr. Zach, he one of the good ones. What's wrong with that? Damn, I don't give a damn what color said. At my job, I got Hispanic supervisors, I got black supervisors, I got all that, and they say I'm one of the good ones. I'm not gonna take it as they calling me a name. Like, come on, man. You got to be real with yourself. Yeah.
Go check the Department of Education. He's going to find the same thing. Then I'm going to go to the military. Let's check the military. We're going to find billions, hundreds of billions of dollars of fraud and abuse. And, you know, the people elected me on that. And we have a group of people that you just can't get. I mean, these are really brilliant. It's a group, I call it the group of 100. We literally started off with 14 or 15 young geniuses. Now we have 100 young geniuses. And what's happened, I'll probably get a lot from the show, people are calling up from all over the country wanting to do and wanting to help Elon. You know, they respect him and they respect me. They love what's happening with our country. But I campaigned on this, Brett.
You announced tariffs on Canada and Mexico. You immediately got action from both of them on border security.
I ain't gonna feed into y'all slave and all that back in the day. We living in 2025. All that slave and all that, man, come on, man. Lord. Oh, Harvey O'Hara say, committed any crimes today, Zach? Only crime I committed is putting your ass, is not putting your ass in timeout. Let me put your ass in timeout. Don't come over here on this channel reading a book by its cover and you don't know who the hell I am. Stupid. Bye. Don't come over here with that old crime bullshit. Nigga, I'm way past crimes. I don't do that. I'm a law-abiding citizen. Law-abiding citizen. So think about it. You got 10 minutes to think about it, okay? All right? Appreciate you anyway. And while you in timeout, hit the subscribe button. Nobody playing with you. Crazy. I know TJ Farmer. I know it's trolls. It's all good. Let them troll. Only can take so much. Phantom MAGA, what's going on? Man. Now we are racist. Us dang, I don't know what you talking about. Valerie said, I'm 69. I've known about Trump for years. I've known about Trump for years too. In my neighborhood, we used to always talk about Trump and put him in the raps and Trump tight and Trump this and that. Like, man, I don't give a damn. The man, he ain't did nothing to me. I don't give a damn. All I see is him calling out this waste, fraud, and abuse, and gonna take no taxes on tips and no taxes on overtime. And when I get a little older, those Social Security tax, I'm about ready to get that. I'm 51. Said I'm all good. Fetterman for people of Greenland. What that mean? Anyway, let's get back to this, man. We had to put that dude on timeout. Nobody got time for them little kid stupid games.
Security and drug interdiction.
I did a lot of action that nobody expected.
Is that good enough?
No, it's not good enough.
So more needed in 30 days.
We have a tremendous deficit with Mexico. We have a tremendous deficit with Canada. We have a tremendous deficit with Europe, the EU, with China. I don't even want to tell you what Biden's allowed to happen with China. They're eating our lunch, and something has to happen. It's not sustainable, and I'm changing it. But when I talked about Canada, they gave us tremendous security along. It started out for security, and then it started getting economic, and it's really both.
You know, the Prime Minister said this weekend to a group of Canadian businessmen, he was a private meeting, he said that your wish for Canada to be the 51st state is a, quote, real thing. Is it a real thing?
Yeah, it is. I think Canada would be much better off being a 51st state because we lose $200 billion a year with Canada, and I'm not going to let that happen. It's too much. Why would we do that? I asked Trudeau that question. I said, why would anybody want to lose $200 billion? Why would I, as president, say, I'm going to give you $200 billion a year? You're Canada. You're a different country. And I love Canada. I have so many friends in Canada, you can't count them.
Phantom MAGA say, whites and blacks together, it's all okay, people. Don't be scared. I'm with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Man, as long as we all for the same cause and all that stuff, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I could recognize a person who ain't got my best interest, but I don't, it ain't about the color. It could be white, blacks, and browns together. As long as we all got each other best interest, you know what I'm saying? It's what it is. It's what it is. As long as we got best interest, that's what it is. I love everybody. I don't hate nobody. I pray for people who wish hate and me to be unalive. I pray for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got my own damn opinions and all that, but I don't want nobody to be disrespecting me. I ain't gonna disrespect you. So, but I don't care what color he is. It is what it is. We getting along and we all got each other best interest at heart. That's all that matter. That's all that matter.
Wayne Gretzky, I love Wayne Gretzky. I love so many people. I love their tradition. I love their ice hockey. But why are we paying $200 billion a year, essentially in subsidy to Canada? Now, if they're a 51st state, I don't mind doing it. The Canadian citizens would have a much
51st state, you get to $200 billion, but damn, y'all ain't want to be a part of us. You think we gonna keep on subsidizing y'all $200 billion a year? Damn, a lot of money.
lower tax rate, they'd have much better medical, and they'd have military protection like nobody can have. You have Russian ships all over the place. You have Chinese ships all over the place. They're sailing all over Canada. They're sailing right next to Greenland. We're not going to let that happen to Greenland. They're sailing all over, and we're going to stop that. But if you're a Canadian and you pay much lower taxes, you have much better military protection. Canada is in default in NATO. I mean, they pay the lowest number of any country for NATO. And it's not fair. You know why they do that? Because they think America is going to protect them automatically. We can't do that anymore. But as a state, it all works great. As another country, I'm not going to do it. Now,
I ain't worried about them, Valerie.
what's going to happen, if I take away the subsidy, Canada really ceases to become a viable nation.
We talked about China, and that tariff is in place. You've said tariff is a beautiful word.
Well, that's just a small portion of it. I just did the China having to do with what's happening with fentanyl. That was a penalty to China because they're sending massive numbers. I mean, numbers like we've never seen before.
So more to come.
It really increased under Biden. What's happened under Biden is a disgrace. Not only the prisoners, mental patients, everybody.
I like Canadian bacon too. He said you gotta love. Phantom Mega said you got to love Trump. I love Canadian bacon. Crazy. Yeah, you got to love the man. You know what I'm saying? I love Canadian bacon too. Matter of fact, I need me a pizza with Canadian bacon on it.
From all over the world, not South America, all over the world. How he allowed this to happen. And when you see the great job that Tom Homan's doing and Kristi Noem and everybody else that they're doing with taking thousands of people a day out of here.
Get them out of here.
And these are hardened criminals. These are murderers in many cases. Biden allowed this to happen to our country. We shouldn't have to be doing this.
You said the tariff is a beautiful word. There are some signs in the markets, consumer confidence, that they're a little jittery. So if all goes to plan, when do you think families will be able to feel prices going down, groceries, energy, or are you kind of saying to them, hang on, inflation may get worse until it gets better?
No, I think we're going to become a rich. Look, we're not that rich right now. We owe $36 trillion. That's because we let all these nations take advantage of us.
There he is.
Same thing, like $200 billion with Canada. We owe $300. We have a deficit with Mexico of $350 billion. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to let that happen. In the meantime, they're building car plants in Mexico in order to sell cars in the United States. Our auto workers, look at the kind of support I had with auto workers. Republicans don't get that support. I got record support with auto workers. I won the Teamsters Union. I mean, no Republican wins the Teamsters Union. I had support like nobody's ever had because they know I'm right. So in Mexico, they're building car plants all over the place to make cars, sell them into the United States. I say, no way, you're not going to do that. We're going to.
That's wrong. You can't be building cars in Mexico and then selling them all over. Nothing. Hell no. Hell no. Build a plant in America. Plants in America. You won't get hit with them damn tariffs. And y'all can make y'all money. You don't hire American workers. You know what I'm saying? You got to sacrifice something to get something. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be like this. I'm just like Trump. You ain't gonna be selling a bunch of stuff from a whole nother area into where I'm at, it's like you intruding on what I could be doing. Like, hell no, you either gonna come over here or you gonna go over there. You go over there, you tariff, you gonna go out of business, whatever. We done playing. We done playing. We done being used and abused. We paying everything for NATO. We paying for everybody else's protection. Hell no. Americans need protection right now. Right now.
Put big tariffs on those cars. I don't want those cars. We can make those cars right here. You know, if you look at Canada, Canada has a very big car industry. They stole it from us. They stole it because our people were asleep at the wheel. So what happens is Canada is going to have our cars. We're going to take the car industry. If we don't make a deal with Canada, we're going to put a big tariff on cars. Could be a 50 or 100% because we don't want their cars. We want to make the cars in Detroit.
Sports has always been something that Americans rally around to come together. They really do. You won the popular vote. You won all the swing states. But still, Kamala Harris got 75 million votes in the country.
Well, if you believe the whole thing.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's just say
it is ridiculous.
That the election was as it was.
Excuse me. There are 7 swing states. I won them all.
You did
by a lot.
But let me just get to the dismount here.
And I won the popular.
Have you thought about how to try to bring the country together, to reach out or to find common ground? Have you thought about that or how that might go?
I'd love to do it. And I can tell you, just prior to COVID coming in, we were doing so well. The greatest we've ever done. There's never been an economy like ours. Anywhere in the world, we were doing so well. We're eating China's lunch. I tariff China for...
Eating a lunch, boy.
$700 billion over a period of years. We were doing so well. And then we had the COVID. We had to worry about that, and we took care of it. We did a great job with it. And then it was back to business. But I would say this. We have to come together. But to come together, there's only one thing that's going to do it, and that's massive success. In my first term, when we hit that number, and I mean the day before I heard the word COVID or pandemic, they told me, sir, I think there's a pandemic. That was not a good thing. I said, tell me about pandemics. But the day before we hit that word, I had a meeting with political people and pollsters and everything else, and they said, sir, if George Washington and Abraham Lincoln got together and ran as president and vice president, they couldn't beat you.
Hey, somebody, hold on. Somebody in the chat say, what? Bring back the Great Depression bozos. I don't know. You want to put some money on it? Italio, Canada, 81, whatever your name is. You think tariffs is going to be a bad thing, huh? You want to put some money on it? Put some money on it. Tariffs is leverage. You see people backing up when he throwing them tariffs. They complying because they understand everybody wants to be a part of America. They want to do business here. So y'all can keep saying all that what you want to. Man know what he talking about. You know what I'm saying? Space Toast 99 say, tariff that guy. We're going to throw some tariffs on your ass.
Our economy was so good. You know that. The best ever, the best we've ever had. And everybody was coming together. I was getting a call from very liberal people, senators, congressmen, people outside, people that normally weren't speaking to me. And they were all they were coming together. Then we had the pandemic, and, you know, it was back to work. We had to do that. And, you know, I was very proud to have handed over the country, and the stock market was higher than it was previous to the pandemic coming in. It was an amazing...
America is the bag. We got the bag.
Amazing achievement. We did a good job, but it was a terrible thing all over the world. Think of it. Millions of people all over the world. Countries were destroyed, far worse than what happened to us. I mean, some countries were they're still suffering from the throes of the pandemic. But the word is success. Success will bring the country together, but it's hard. And I say it's hard. I just signed a bill allowing for women not to have to be punished by men in sports. In other words, men are not going to be allowed to play in sports against women. It's ridiculous. You saw, I quoted a couple of things, long distance race where the man won by 5 hours and 25 minutes. 5 hours and 20.
Richard Dude, man, you know what I'm saying? Bengals. Let me go get my jerseys over there. But yeah, Philadelphia was better off playing the damn Bengals. Anyway, let's get back to it.
25 minutes, not by 12 seconds. Boxing, you see what happens there. Weightlifting, they're setting records where hundreds of pounds more. It's the craziest thing. Now, we're never going to change, and perhaps they're never going to change, because I saw that after I signed the bill, the Democrats were complaining about it. They want men to play in women's sports. Open borders.
Crazy.
I don't want to have open borders. I want to have very strong borders. I want people to come in, but they have to come in legally, and they have to love our country. They have to be capable. They have to be merit. You know, we won a big Supreme Court case. It's called merit-based. We have the right to have merit-based.
All right, let's
employment.
talk about.
So it's hard to come together.
Give me a second, y'all.
When you have, some people want a closed border and some people want an open border. Some people want men playing in women's sports. Some people are big in transgender. The Republican Party isn't. With all of that being said, we were coming together when the country was the most successful it ever was, which was not very long ago during my term.
You say you trust Elon. I mean, you can't imagine a scenario where you would have to rail him in or set up guardrails for him.
Well, I think I have guardrails. Yeah, Elon is somebody that I have a lot of respect for, but you have to have guardrails. He reports to me, and he's doing a fantastic job. I wanted somebody who's extremely intelligent. He's that. He's also a good cost cutter. You can't send an average person into that quagmire. It's a very dangerous quagmire. I watched some of these horrible people like Maxine Waters, real sleaze, and I watched her screaming at the security guard or whoever he was. Actually, he was pretty cool.
At the Department of Education.
He was pretty cool, standing in front of the Department of Education. She's only looking for trouble. She's not looking to help people learn. Look, tell Maxine and all of her friends that we're last in education. Out of 40 states, we're last. We're number 40. But we're number 1 in cost per pupil. That's all you have to know. We have to make a change. I want to send education back to the states. You know, if you send education to Iowa and to Indiana and to a lot of these states that are so good, to Idaho, they have no debt, they have no crime, they have no this, they have no that. It's like perfect, because the best states are, if you look at the list of the top, the best countries for education, it's Norway and Sweden and Denmark and Finland. And by the way, China's right up there in the top 5, which is pretty amazing for those that say it's too big for that. It's rated in the top 5. We're number 40. And we can have, if you take those states and many others, I think 35 states, they would be as good as Denmark and Norway. They would be as good as the number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. They'd be in there. But on a countrywide basis, I think we have 35 states would be in that category. Then you'd have 5 or 6 that would be mediocre, and then you'd have the same ones that are bad on crime and bad on everything probably would be bad on education. But they'd almost be forced to get better. But you could take New York as an example, and you don't have to do 1. You do 5 or 6. You do Suffolk County, you do Nassau County, you do Westchester County, and then you do upstate New York, and you do Manhattan. You know, you have 5 or 6 or 7. And they'd be small enough where they could really give some personalized education. Also, the spotlight would be on them. It wouldn't be a country. It would be just on Manhattan, or it would be on Nassau County or Westchester County. And if we did that, if we sent them back, our educational system would be double, and it would cost probably half. You know what, Brett? It would cost much. It would cost so little.
So that's the next step.
Have you seen how many buildings Department of Education occupies in Manhattan? And I keep saying, what do? It should be done locally. Also, we should have school choice.
There are a lot of hot spots around the world. I want to hit a few quickly.
Okay.
With Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu, you said this.
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it, too. We'll own it.
That caught a lot of people by surprise.
Yeah,
obviously. Some positive, but even some of your supporters wondered whether that meant U.S. troops were going to have to be going into a dangerous Middle East conflict.
No troops.
So where is it today?
I've been watching 50 years, 60 years. They go in, they occupy, they get slaughtered, everything's terrible, everyone leaves, they go back. This has been going on for forever, right?
Man.
Forever. Now it's essentially a demolition site. There's practically no building that's livable in the whole thing, on the whole Gaza Strip. I say, we go in, we knock them all down, we just create some, no more Hamas, there's no Hamas there, there's nobody there. We move them into beautiful areas of the Middle East. I'd like to go to Egypt. They have a lot of land. I'd like to go to Jordan. I'd like to go to others. And we'll build beautiful communities for the 1.9 million people. We'll build beautiful communities, safe communities. Could be 5, 6, could be 2, but we'll build safe communities a little bit away from where they are, where all of this danger is. In the meantime, I would own this. Think of it as a real estate development for the future. It would be a beautiful piece of land.
Would the Palestinians have the right to return?
No, they wouldn't, because they're going to have much better housing, much better. In other words, I'm talking about building a permanent place for them. Because if they have to return now, it'll be years before you could ever. It's not habitable. It will be years before it could happen. I'm talking about starting to.
Damn, look at that. These people don't want to leave that. Like, what the hell? It's just nothing. That look crazy.
Build, and I think I could make a deal with Jordan. I think I could make a deal with Egypt. You know, we give them billions and billions of dollars a year.
So when you hear the pushback from the Middle East, what do you think?
I don't hear that much pushback. A lot of people thought it was a great idea. Really, a lot of people. And I'm not talking about big money for the, I just think it will be stabilized if the United States owns the Gaza Strip. If people aren't living on the Gaza Strip and Hamas isn't there because nobody's there, people aren't there, nobody's going to be there. And later on, it can be developed. You'll give some to Saudi Arabia.
So you're not saying U.S. troops?
No, you don't need no, Israel will watch it because it's right next to Israel.
And what's the time frame? You have a time frame?
I would say let it start almost immediately. I would like to get some land from these others. We'll get Saudi Arabia. We'll get some of the great people. We have incredible people in the Middle East.
Mr. Larry say Trump is tripping on this one.
We'll get these people to finance it. It's not a lot of money. You're talking about building 1.8 million houses. That's not a lot of people, you know, relative to other problems in the world. When you look at what's going on in Ukraine, when you look at what's going on in other places.
Man.
I mean, in Ukraine, they've lost 1.5 million soldiers already between Ukraine and Russia. It's horrible.
Well, let's talk about that. I know you want a Ukraine-Russia peace deal, but how do you get both sides to the table?
I think it's going to happen. I think we've made tremendous progress in the last week. We're dealing with the Russians. We're dealing with the Ukrainians. I think there's going to be something done, I hope.
Zelensky says that he's up to doing some equity deal where you get rare earth minerals or something.
I've asked them, look, the United States is in for more than $300 billion, probably 350, and Europe's in for probably $100 billion. We're in for more than twice, maybe even 3 times what they are. This should have never happened. Biden should have never let that happen. You know, it happened with NATO, and I got in and I equalized. I had it equalized and raised hundreds of billions of dollars. NATO became very rich after me. We were paying almost all of NATO. It was unfair. We take care of the military, and then they take advantage of us on trade. You know, they're very tough. I'll tell you what, the EU on trade is horrible. But NATO was very unfair, and I made it fair. I said, look, if you don't pay, we're not going to defend you. Exactly. And the money came in like nobody's ever seen before.
So you think there's a deal
General
with
just
Ukraine?
left. He said, I've never seen anything. When Trump left, all of a sudden the money started rolling in. These people were all delinquent. By the way, Canada is a very low, you know, we were talking about Canada. Canada is just about the lowest payer in the whole thing, which is very unfair. You know why they're low payer? Because they think the United States is going to take care of them. You think that's fair? It's not fair.
Yeah.
It's not fair, man. Just because you attached to the United States don't mean that we going to take care of you. You got another thing coming. If you attach this, you think we going to take care of you, might as well be the 51st state. Bottom line. Not gas on your own.
Ukraine, though, you think you can get a deal? Do you keep sending American weapons until you do?
No, what I'm saying is the following. They have tremendously valuable land in terms of rare earth, in terms of oil and gas, in terms of other things. I want to have our money secured because we're spending hundreds of billions of dollars. And, you know, they may make a deal, they may not make a deal, they may be Russian someday, or they may not be Russian someday, but we're going to have all this money in there. And I say, I want it back. And I told them that I want the equivalent, like $500 billion worth of rare earth. And they've essentially agreed to do that. So at least we don't feel stupid. Otherwise, we're stupid. I said to them, we have to get something. We can't continue to pay this money. You know,
but on the Russian side, how do you get Putin? Do you squeeze him to get him to the table? I mean, how do you?
It would have, look, I say it all the time, this would have never happened if I were president. If the election weren't rigged, this would have never happened. And let's see whether or not Fox lets you put that in, okay? If the election weren't rigged, do you hear me, rigged? Let's see, I mean, this would have never happened. It wouldn't happen with Putin, and October 7th would have never happened either. Iran was broke. They were down to their last very small amount of money. Now they have $350 billion.
350.
But they have other.
$350 billion. They throw around these billions like it's just nothing. K8 say, that's my president. Can't wait to go to Riviera in Gaza. Man. Dastardly Derek, what's going on with it? Man. Melanated aliens say all these countries came and are still coming for African land, and they can't be stopped. Whatever that means.
The problems. And, you know, let's go back over there, because I'm the weaver. I'm the great weaver. You know that,
Trust
right?
me.
Okay? I'm the great weaver.
I get it.
Somebody said, oh, he rambled. No. Only the fake news says that. To weave, you have to be brilliant. To ramble, you don't have to be brilliant.
I just get back in the weave there.
No, but,
get you back there.
But I like the weave because it covers a lot of territory and it covers it much more quickly. But if you look at October 7th, Hamas had no money because Iran wasn't able to pay them. Iran had no money. They were down, you know, I had sanctions on them, tremendous sanctions. China wasn't buying. I told China, if you buy oil
Kiki, what's going on? Say, God bless the truth tellers. What's going on, Kiki?
from them, you can't do business with the United States. They took a pass. They were down to nothing. Now they are up to a tremendous amount of money.
You think there's a deal there in Iran?
Yeah, I think we're going to make a deal in Iran. I would rather, okay, and you know, there are a lot of people think that we are going to attack.
Or Israel,
Iran.
with our blessing.
Or Israel, but Israel needs us. Everybody needs us. We have the weapons, we have the strength. We're very strong. I rebuilt our military. People forget, I rebuilt our military. Now, they shouldn't have given a lot to Afghanistan, which they did. They gave a lot. There was no reason for that. But we're very strong. We have things that nobody else has. So they need us. But everyone thinks Israel, with our help or our approval, will go in and bomb the hell out of them. I would prefer that not happen. I'd much rather see a deal with Iran where we can do a deal, supervised, check it, inspect it, and then blow it up, or just make sure that there's no more nuclear. That we just
a better deal than the Obama nuclear deal.
Well, that was the dumbest deal. By the way, that would have expired by now. That was a road to a nuclear weapon. It was a short-term deal. You can't make a deal with just a few years on it. That deal would be expired by now. Think of it. And they would have a legal right to have a nuclear weapon. You cannot allow Iran, or just about anybody else, by the way, but especially Iran, because they are very militant. I mean, they're very, very militant. You can't allow them to have a nuclear weapon. But there's two ways of stopping them, with bombs or with a written piece of paper. And I'd much rather do a deal that's not going to hurt them. And I think they wanted to. I think that Iran is very concerned. I think that Iran is very frightened, to be honest with you, because their defense is pretty much gone. Maybe they're trying to get new defense as we speak, you know, meaning air defense. But their defense is largely gone. They've had some very bad moments. The whole thing with the pagers was a disaster for them, the pagers, you know what I'm talking about. It was a horrible thing, but it was, you know, it knocked out a lot of leadership like nobody's ever seen before. But I think Iran is very nervous. I think they're scared. I think Iran would love to make a deal, and I would love to make a deal with them without bombing them.
So Iran, you think?
See what I'm saying? Trump, he has a, you know, the dude got a heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to just make a deal. Like, it's better to get along than have war. Peace through strength. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's better just to just to like negotiate something without having to kill a bunch of people, unalive a bunch of people. Like, it don't make no sense. It's better for us to live in harmony and make a good deal so everybody can live, man. You know what I'm saying? I got grandkids and stuff like that. I want to be able to be prosperous on earth, because America is a bunch of races it's not racist, but it's a bunch of races as far as blacks, Hispanics, Asians, African, a bunch of races here that we all got to be able to. I want my kids to be able to, my grandkids to be able to live in harmony. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to try to get along. You know what I'm saying? You keep your enemy closer, your friends closer, the enemy closer. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's one of them type of deals. It's easier to navigate if this part of the world ain't mad at this part of the world. Like, yeah, I see that the man, like, I ain't trying to bomb them. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want to go for it. It's going to be hell to pay. Period.
The deal's possible. China, you're saying maybe there's a deal possible? Have you talked to President Xi?
I think that China is so economic, it's so trade-based, and look, Biden allowed China to go crazy.
You know what I mean, Syracuse. It's hard to say. Is two words that sound the same but two different meanings, damn it.
And we have a deficit with China of over $1 trillion a year. Can you believe it? But with all of that said, China needs us because they take out so much money out of the United States. We're not going to let them take out the kind of money they're taking out now, but we're going to let them take out money, and they're going to do very well, and we want them. I happen to like him a lot, President Xi. Yes. I love talking to him. He's
since the inauguration?
Yeah, and I've talked to him. And I talk to his people, too. His people come in all the time. We have a very good personal relationship. You know, I don't want to sound foolish because...
Well, you had him here, Mar-a-Lago.
I had him here. I know him very well. I know him probably better than just about anybody in various parts of the world. I know Kim Jong-un from North Korea better than anybody. Most people never even will ever get to talk to him.
I was on that trip. I know.
Yeah,
I remember it well.
You can attest to it.
I want to just hit on a couple other things. You had Republican senators here at Mar-a-Lago. They're in kind of a back and forth with the House about the one big beautiful bill, the two bills.
But not much, Brad.
Has anybody figured it out? Have you decided?
The relationship is incredible. We had about 50 of them here last night for dinner at Mar-a-Lago. I think John Thune is doing a fantastic job, and I think that the Speaker, Mike Johnson's doing a fantastic job. I think Mike has even a harder job because he's got literally...
narrow majority.
Actually, it's probably 5 if you really think about it, but right now it's about 2 or 3 or something. That's pretty tight. And but there's great unity in both the House, and there's great unity. I'm in the House and the Senate. We have... Last night, I made a speech, and it was actually, I think, on television. I said, if the press wants to stay, I couldn't care less. I think it was probably on to a large extent. There was a great love and respect and unity in that room last night. And we had, I guess, close to 50 senators there. We had a couple couldn't make it for other reasons.
So you think the process doesn't matter? Eventually you're going to get there one way or another?
I believe we are. We have a very dangerous thing that was given to us, unfortunately, and very foolishly, called debt ceiling. And the debt ceiling, I call it 1929 because, you know, bad things can happen. It should be just psychological, but it's really probably more than that. We shouldn't have had it. Yes. It shouldn't have been ours. It should have been theirs. But somebody made a bad mistake, a stupid mistake, actually. And we inherited. But I can't imagine the Democrats don't want to take care of the debt ceiling because that's, it could be an explosion, the likes of which we've never seen. And I just don't think that's going to happen. I think it's very important that we do the tax bill. And I can't see the Democrats giving people the largest tax increase in history. So we have to extend it and I think make it better, make it even more productive. You know, we can do things that we did even better than we did during the Trump tax breaks.
And you want to raise defense spending?
we want to raise defense spending. I think we have to have it. One of the reasons I can speak with authority is we really do have amazing military, but they're also getting bigger. One of the things I'll be doing with President Xi and with Putin and everybody else is saying, let's ease up on all this, you know.
Shout out Richard Dew, man. Richard Dew with the $2 super chat or super thanks or whatever it is. I appreciate you. You say Tiffany and Ivanka Trump are freaking hotties. Man, are they hotties? What y'all think in the chats? Are they hotties? I don't know. Well, I appreciate you though.
You know, building all of this, you know, the bombs. We're talking about massive amounts of money, $900 billion. You know, it's interesting. Russia was spending about $57 billion prior to the war, and China about $200 billion. We were about $715. So we always spent more. Doesn't mean we got better. We have better equipment than anybody else. Nobody has even close to us. But it's crazy to spend the money on things that hopefully aren't going to be used.
I mean, the tough part is that if you don't want to cut entitlements and you do want to add to defense spending and you want to eliminate taxes on tips and you want to make the 2017 tax cuts permanent,
yeah,
that's a lot of money.
But we're going to take in tremendous amounts of money on tariffs. We're going to have tariffs. We're going to take in tremendous amounts of money.
And you think Doge is going to make up some difference?
Not Doge. Well, Doge is going to make up a lot, but that's unrelated to tariffs. It's not fair that other countries have really taken advantage of us, and it's our leader's fault, but I'm a different leader. It's not fair that other countries have taken
He said he a different leader, damn it.
advantage of us for so many years, and now all of a sudden we're not allowed to have tariffs, but they've had tariffs for years. You know, they've done this to us for years, and we haven't. And I think reciprocal tariffs, I'll be talking about it. I think probably on Monday or Tuesday I'll have a whole big thing. We have a very sophisticated plan. I want to have tariffs separately from that on steel, on autos, on semiconductors and chips, and probably pharmaceuticals.
And you're not worried that any of that's going to go back to the consumer?
It might, but it's ultimately going to be much less expensive. I'll give you an example. The so-called fat drug or fat shot, whatever it's called, Ozempic or Mounjaro.
Ozempic, Trump boy, he just be straight direct. Look how he looking with them hand movements.
Pharmaceuticals.
And you're not worried that any of that's going to go back to the consumer?
It might, but it's ultimately going to be much less expensive. I'll give you an example. The so-called fat drug or fat shot, whatever it's called, Ozempic or Mounjaro. In London, you get it for $88. In New York, you get it for $1,200. You can't even buy it. It's very unfair. The identical package made in the same factory, shipped to different places, but made literally in the same factory. In London, it's $88, and in New York, it's $1,200, and you can't get it. And the reason is because everything's added on to the United States because the United States has been too nice. You know, I had transparency done, and Biden canceled it. Transparency would have solved that problem. But I'm going to solve it one way or the other, including, you know, they have a certain thing like rent control in New York, and I don't like that. But at some point, nobody's going to, it's not fair that other countries, you go to Canada, all of the drugs are much less expensive. I suggested that some of the governors should go buy their drugs in Canada and send them back to here. It's very simple. So I think we're going to do some
drugs everywhere else is cheap as hell. You get over here, like, damn.
Amazing things, really amazing things.
Last thing, I mean, you have a lot of things on your plate that you're
Paper
going to
or
do.
plastic,
But
y'all.
right now,
Paper or plastic straws, man. What y'all feel? Y'all think paper straws is better than plastic straws? If you think paper straws is better than plastic straws, put it number 1. Or you think that we just need to go back to them plastic straws, put it number 2 in the chat, man. Because paper straws, bullshit.
Well, you know, one thing I did last night that's very powerful, really, the straw. They gave us a paper straw. It melts. It's horrible. They should make it in flavors because by the time you finish, it is so horrible. I ended the paper straw. We're going to go back to plastic.
that might be a 90-10 issue.
It's about a 99.
No one loves the
Well, no, but I took
soggy
it out.
straw.
This was a Biden issue, big Biden issue. I'm sure Biden really knew.
You don't
Somebody
think
put
about
things
this.
in front of him and signed whatever they did. I think you're right. It's at least a 90% issue.
Right now, do you view Vice President J.D. Vance as your successor, the Republican nominee in 2028?
No, but he's very capable. I mean, I don't think that I think you have a lot of very capable people. So far, I think he's doing a fantastic job. It's too early. We're just.
Right.
He said no right off the bat. No, but he's very capable. He's Trump telling like it is, man.
Starting. I will say.
But by the time you get to the midterms, he's going to be looking for an endorsement.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that this has been the greatest opening, almost 3 weeks, in the history of the presidency.
It's definitely been the fastest and the most stuff
Well,
happening.
we've done so much so fast, and we really had to, because they have really, what they've done to our country is so sad. It's so sad. We're going to be bigger, better, and stronger than ever before.
Mr. President, we appreciate all the time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Brett.
Okay, y'all, that was a pretty good one, but yeah, man, there's a lot of things going on. Y'all in the chats, you got some far leftists in here, you got some far rights in here, you got some independents, you got people with common sense, all that up in the chats, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. We having fun, man. We having fun. What y'all think about the Super Bowl, man? What y'all think about the did y'all lose any money? Was the Super Bowl trash to you? Or what? Because I felt it was trash. The halftime show was cool. By the time halftime came, all my partners like, man, I'm waiting on halftime. It's game over with. Kansas City got well, how would Trump say? Philadelphia was eating Kansas City's lunch. Philadelphia was eating Kansas City's lunch like a mother, boy. It was over with. Common sense. Rasmus say common sense. Okay, say I'm not American. Super Bowl doesn't concern me. You can't even spell it right. Mackay, whatever your name is. It's Super Bowl. No, you ain't in America. Michael Forrest say Super Bowl was trash. Halftime was lit. I use metal straws. Taylor got booed. It was trash. Okay. I watched Tom Wickcham say, I watched the last minute and a half and regret that. Man, you know what I'm saying? This man got his butt kicked. They was on him like stank on shit. Excuse my language. They was on him like white on rice. Hector, what's going on, Hector? I'm finna give some shout outs, man. Who all up in the chats, man? If I say y'all name, man, y'all got to subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Y'all took the time out to say something in the chats. I'm taking the time out to read you and acknowledge you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, man, they don't be acknowledging people. So, hey, if I say your name, read your comment, man, you got to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Valerie, Mr. Zach being good. Eagles beat the hell out of the can. They did. It was crazy. By the first quarter, you was looking like, what the hell wrong with Mahomes? I was watching on X. They had this lady with a voodoo doll stabbing it. Let me see if I can find it. Might be on X. Lady with a voodoo doll, and she had a little baby Mahomes and was stabbing it with a knife. With a pen. Let me see. with Voodoo Doll. Doll with Mahone. Let me see. There it is. Look at this, y'all. Look. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Let me show y'all. I think I'm playing. You see that lady with that little Mahone voodoo doll? She was really, she's stabbing it with a pen. What's wrong with this lady? She hate Mahone that much? Darren Kurzberg, what's going on with it? You see that lady stabbing the Mahone little voodoo doll at the Super Bowl? Crazy. Oh no, just sub. Okay, me, myself, and I sub. I appreciate it. Tom Witchman, subscribe. Appreciate you. Hector, man, appreciate you. Yeah, but y'all look at that. Y'all see that? Look. They said that's why Mahone lost. They said that's why Mahone lost, because this lady was sitting up there stabbing a little voodoo doll. Crazy. Weird. That's weird. I don't even want to look at no more voodoo doll stuff. Weird. People, boy, and they superstitions would be crazy. Craziest thing I ever seen. Oh well. But anyway, man, let me read some more of these comments. Let me say some more names. Space Toast 99, man. Y'all gotta subscribe. Rasmus, what's going on? Alma Williams, how you doing, Alma? Syracuse Soil Science, what's up with it? Me, myself, and I already did it. Derek, what's going on with you, man? Eric Black in the house. Philly fans, weirdos, bruh. You kind of late on that. Man, look, I ain't from that area. I'm from West Coast. I'm out here right now in the West Coast, Southern California. So I ain't up on Philly culture or none of that stuff. I just, hey, Darren up in here, man. Who else? Man, y'all been talking. We got Michael Ford. Captain Click, what's going on with it, Captain Click? Man, do not you, D not you, whatever that is. But what's going on with you? Oh, man, there's a lot of people in here, man. Got Lonnie, wait, Leone, what's going on, Leone? Man, April up in here. Like, that's my sister's name is April. We got Stephen Crandall. What's up with it, Adam? Adam, we got Vergato 217. What's up with it, man? We got Christian Lopez. What's up with it, man? Ooh, I can keep going on. We got Wender Linda. What's going on? Damn, there's a lot of people up in here. Some of these names is crazy though. I can't even pronounce them. Gregory Stevens. What's up with it? Asterly Derek, man. What's going on? Frank Cofield. These people up in here. We got the wrong jogger. What's going on with the wrong jogger? Is there a right jogger? I don't know. We got Varakin, Darren. We got all these people up in here, man. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I just came on here, man, just to do these two little videos. I gotta call it the night. Got some things I gotta do early in the morning, so I gotta give me some rest, man. We got Eric Black right on, homie. I'm from Dallas, so I had to give you a heads up. This is normally for them, bro. What's the heads up, man? Don't come here with no weird stuff. Syracuse Soil, yeah, shout out Syracuse Soil, man. Bread, Circus, in the Coliseum. Whatever that means, that's what you're saying. I appreciate the super chat. GG, what's going on with it? Yeah, but the super chat, the super chat money is not much, but I put my money with it. All the super chats, they go to I put it up, save it, and then go out and go feed the homeless, give them waters and stuff like that. So super chat money, that's what that go to. So it's not much, depending on what it is at the end of the month or in between the month. Whenever I feel like going out there, I'll take that money, man, and y'all help me give back. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not giving to me. Y'all actually giving to the people that's out that don't really have nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that money go to. So it is what it is. That's what I do. Reactors will always wake up sheep. Man, what's going on? I like that little comment. What Valerie say, what part of Cali? I'm in Southern California right now. Long Beach, Compton, Linwood, Lakewood, Cerritos, Orange County, all them different areas. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a beach city guy. Beach city areas. Michael Ford, I sub, dude. Give me a shout. Shout out to Michael Ford, man. I said if I say your name, I read your name a little bit earlier. You supposed to subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Michael Ford. Space Toast, you get hit by the fire. You're a reactor. Okay. I have been waking up some sheeps, I guess. But, it is what it is. I'm on here trying to tell the truth and what I believe in. I ain't disrespecting nobody or none of that. I'm a common sense type of reacting dude. You know what I'm saying? But right now, it's the time for y'all to get. If y'all ain't in shape or in good health, it's time right now for y'all to get y'all health up. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get y'all health up. Health is wealth. Derek, hit that like button, subscribe. This has been fun, Mrs. Zach. Man, I appreciate it. I know it's late. It's 2:49 where I'm at. I got to give me at least 3 hours in of some sleep when I get up and go to the gym. Then I got some other things to do. Then go to work and do what I do. So the watchers will always watch. I appreciate that. Yeah, but yeah. It is what it is. I appreciate y'all, man, for tapping in. We got 2 super chats, man. We got who is that? Syracuse and who was it earlier? Richard Dew. Yeah. We got the 2 little super chats. That's all good, man. I hope everybody, man, have a prosperous night. Be safe out there, man. We can all get along. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their little everybody got their opinions on different things like that, but you don't have to disrespect nobody to get your opinions across over here. I'll read your comment, recognize, we watch little videos, react, have some fun, laugh, and do what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? So I just pray for everybody, protection, prosperity. If you're not a Christian, I cover you with the blood of Jesus. You are a Christian right now on this channel. The blood of Jesus covered is for your protection and your family. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all for tapping in. Hey, Locatina, thank you. Thank you for hanging with me. I appreciate you. But yeah, man, y'all have a good night, a good morning, wherever you are. Monica says peace. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good night, wherever you are. Keep your head on the swivel. Y'all protect yourself at all times. You know what I'm saying? Because Trump did say Saturday that they better release all them damn hostages. If not, it's going to be hell to pay. So if Israel don't step in right now, by Saturday, y'all keep your eyes open. You know what I'm saying? Keep your eyes open. Eric Black, peace and blessings, bro. Yeah, I appreciate you. You keep your eyes open. Me, myself, and I don't hate, make it great. We all unite and become one. That's right. But anyway, I'm up out of here, y'all. Y'all protect yourself at all times. Keep your head on the swivel. God bless you. God bless me, man. God bless America, man. Y'all be good, man. Mr. Zach Reacts. Peace. Varrock. Good night. Good night. Good night.